being held against my will.
Oh, are we implementing the damage changes this session, or no?
Yes. However, there shouldn't be any damage involved this session unless you guys decide to do some wacky, wild, silly stuff.
Yeah, me.
Okay, but
us
I mean,
out, I'll
like,
take it
two
as a
people
challenge.
weren't here for that conversation, so they don't know.
So, essentially, if we look through the stats tab, we've made some updates to kind of go over some of these updates. In addition to Season 4 coming in, where enemies will be getting a little bit beefier, and for lack of better words, are going to be smarter. They're not going to be necessarily your average goons. Magic and sorcery and industrialized magic is going to slowly start making itself more and more apparent. In addition to that, we did a couple little changes to weaponry. For example, the auto rifle, particularly in the form of a bar, for example, is now a kind of medium between rifles and light machine guns. In addition to that, light machine guns, medium machine guns, and heavy machine guns are now properly statted, because MG34, technically being a medium machine gun, shouldn't be doing the same as an MG42, for example. So a lot of those stats are now reflected. However, there is a new mechanic for machine guns, light, medium, or heavy. Suppression mechanic. So you have the capacity to suppress an area or single target. When firing at a singular target, basically making a regular, normal attack with a machine gun, the target must also make a charisma save, beating a DC of 15. If they fail, the target is considered suppressed and will suffer a disadvantage to any attacks the next turn and loses 20 feet of their movement speed for the next turn. If they succeed the charisma save, the target is only idled and only loses 10 feet of movement speed for their next turn. Because as you can imagine, a Bren, an MG34, a Browning 1919, or forbid a MG42 is shooting at you, you're gonna be a little bit twitchy and ducky, regardless of whether it hits you or not. Area suppression is also something to give machine guns a little more of a purpose. As we know, machine guns do machine gun things. They suppress an area. So a gunner with a line of sight can select a 20 by 10 foot area within their range, committing to a suppressing cyclic, sacrificing a 20 round burst of however much ammo they have in place of any action and bonus action that turn. All targets within the square lose 75% movement while they are within the square, and cannot take offensive actions requiring line of sight while they are in the square. And that square will last for a full turn rotation until the start of that machine gunner's next turn. So essentially, it's making a area actively suppressed for those 6 to 8 seconds for that turn. If you're in it, you're going to have to use what little bit of movement you got to get out of it, or find yourself stuck in it, which is where it comes down to good placement of that suppression square, or should you guys be getting suppressed. And also, as you can imagine, the whole point of suppression doctrine is to ensure that people can't shoot back, that they have to keep their head down. As long as you're actively suppressed in that square, spells, attacks, shots, nothing offensive can be done with your action or bonus action that requires line of sight. So to kind of give a little more battlefield control and a little more diversity for machine guns, this has been employed. Excuse me. In addition to that, melee with weapon, should you decide to butt stroke someone or try to club them with a rifle, to hit them is strength plus proficiency plus a d20. However, the damage is a d8 plus strength. This has been buffed up in addition to melee and traditional weapons, knives, daggers, hammers, bows, swords, axes, basically anything not a firearm, including punches. Melee and traditional weapons deal damage representative of the damage that now fits them to bring them up to par with firearms. The base damage stats of all melee and traditional weapons is now double the amount of dice. For example, 1d4 plus strength, if you were to punch someone, is now 2d4 plus strength. Nikos' spear doing 1d8 plus strength is now by default 2d8 plus strength. So anything that you should look up in the rulebook or online for its base stats as it is, any melee weapon has now doubled. And this is also reflected for bad guys too, meaning the enemy are also doing double the dice damage should they strike you or hit you. This is to kind of up things, make it do a bit more damage, a bit more kind of capacity with it, give our melee fighters... Because as you can imagine, getting stabbed by Nikos with his fucking muscles by a fucking hoplite spear arguably should do as much damage as getting shot by, like, a Mauser in the chest. At the least. So, from here going on forward, that's going to be reflected. In addition, for right now, and this is one that is still going to be tempered with and looked at over the next 2 to 3 sessions, is Rest and Replenishment is getting an overhaul. What we're going to try is 3 different types of rest. Short rest, long mobile rest, and long encamped rest. As you guys have done, you've stated, we want to take a long rest, but still be mobile on the wagon. We want to try to bridge the gap and give a little more urgency to mobile rest, encamped rest, short rest, or just taking a break. As such for right now, and I'm going to kind of test this over the next remainder of the Fey arc, and be a bit forgiving with it and work with it. However, as it stands, a short rest is a rest that lasts up to 4 hours. A soft sort of rest where players regain X amount of their hit die based upon up to the 4 hours rested and ammo replenished. So if you take a short rest, you don't regain full health automatically. You have to roll your hit dice, which is something that I've kind of neglected up until now, to see how much health you regain on that short rest. This, of course, without healing, bandaging, medical, magic, etc.
Won't be very applicable since Peter's a fucking maniac with that surgeon's kit.
Him with that surgeon kit does make that kind of alleviated, but in the worst case that, say, Peter's not there with you guys, or he's actively down and stabilized,
I'm running
or
my own arc
running his own
else.
arc, or lost his surgeon kit, or is out of magic himself, that's when the short rest will kick in. A long
Well, the
mobile
surgeon kit doesn't
rest...
require magic.
I know, but I mean, like, if you lost it.
Oh no, Peter, a magical forest fairy stole your surgeon's kit and all of your healing magic. Uh-oh.
A long mobile rest is a rest that is 6 to 10 hours long, uninterrupted. 6 to 10 hours rest and idle work with slow to limited activity. Riding on a wagon, driving a wagon, doing kind of a perimeter watch, replenishing and reloading mags, cleaning weapons and arms, changing clothes. Idle movement stuff, convoy stuff, kind of slow dismounted patrol type rest, essentially. During a long mobile rest, you'll be able to replenish ammo, regain your health, and you regain all spell slots only of 1st, 2nd, and 3rd level. You won't regain any 4th level or above spell slots during a long mobile rest. However, on the flip side, a long encamped rest, being 6 to 10 hours rest with full idle activity, and that 6 to 10 hours being completely unbroken by a firefight, an incident, a engagement, or something specific like that, 6 to 10 hours of unbroken rest, with a fully set up camp, meaning you're sleeping in a bed, you're laying back, you're laying in the grass, getting proper actual rest. You're not like idle fucking around at a wagon or encampment or on a convoy. You'll replenish ammo, you'll replenish full health, and you replenish all spell slots of 1st to 3rd, as well as if you complete a full encamped rest, you get 5 additional spell slot recovery for 4th level and above. This is to give a little more urgency and pressing to 4th, 5th, 6th, and all the way up to 9th level spells. As it stands now, I think most of you have a total of 5 available spells at 4th and 5th and 6th level. So it won't necessarily be too much of a problem at the moment. However, as things increasingly climb upwards, what you're going to find is the want to actually set up proper camp and take rest should you need to replenish 4th level and above spells is going to kind of come to the forefront. Whereas, should you become more reliant on just 1st to 3rd level spells, you're able to replenish those pretty quick and easily. Just trying to give a little more urgency, and I will also state this is also going to reflect in kind of background stats that I'm pushing for the enemy. To give kind of a parallel example, when you came across the Soviets in the mountains of Georgia, if there was 1 or 2 casters among them, I would argue 1 or 2 of those casters would not have 4th level or above spells available to them at the time unless I rolled that they were properly able to move from camp to camp. Because as you can imagine, going through the Georgian mountains, as you guys experienced, you're not exactly sleeping the best. You're not able to set up proper camps, and they're motorized infantry. They're kind of on the move the whole time. So if there was a caster, if he had already spent those spells, he's not going to get them back. At least not anytime soon before finding a cabin, setting up a proper camp. So essentially I'm kind of hoping as we start rolling this out and employing it over the next while, the rest and replenishment overhaul will kind of give a little more urgency to our party of casters and also reflect a bit more on enemy types too in the region. What kind of spells they have available, and give you guys a little bit more of a choice between mobile long rest or encamped long rest, or just kind of keep hammering short rests, essentially. So I'm hoping this will be kind of overhauled. This is one that's going to be tested over the next few sessions, so just kind of bear with me while we test it, see how it works. However, melee is being overhauled, cover is still as it was, weapons are a little more fleshed out to be reflective of the type of weapon, and yeah. So hopefully this will be a welcome change. Hopefully this will work out. People will find that they enjoy this and that it's working properly, and it kind of brings a bit of balance and a little more of a kind of, I don't want to keep using the word urgency, but a little more capacity for melee fighters and for our spellcasters.
Not in the sandbox anymore, boys.
That too.
I have a question for you, Nox. Not to. So let's just say green box is the suppressed area, and this black box is cover.
Yeah.
And the red circle is player. If we're behind the cover, does that still count as suppressed for all intents and purposes?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, the idea is to keep your head down behind the cover is what it's trying to force.
Exactly.
I
like,
just wanted to verify that.
Yeah,
that way
exactly.
I could write
Even
that
if
down
you
for my
are
notes.
behind like hardened cover, that area is being actively suppressed. And I'm kind of going off like some of the stories, and as a lot of us have kind of games or what have you. If there's an MG42 just firing over you and you got like a 2-foot brick wall that you're completely concealed behind, but you're still laying down because you're hearing the rip of that going over you, you're not sticking your head up to return fire effectively.
Yeah, this isn't a fucking video game.
Yeah, you're not popping up and shoot over. You're being suppressed. It's hard to get past that. Blind fire is an option. However, that's one thing I have been considering is doing blind fire. It kind of comes at double disadvantage.
I was about to ask, what would that be? Double disadvantage? Yeah.
That'd be like double disadvantage. You're not hitting your target very easily, if at all.
Could that be something like double disadvantage without the possibility of catastrophic failure?
I could see that.
Because just with our party, the chances of rolling a 1 on double disadvantage is like 90%.
Well, at double disadvantage, if you raise your Thompson up to blind fire over a wall, hoping that you maybe hit them in some magical, mystic way, pending you know where they are, or it's just luck that you spray and manage to hit them. The thing that kind of comes with that is if you do roll a 1, I would just chalk that as, hey, your gun just got shot. Which, if you've seen some of the Fallujah, like, helmet cam footage, a lot of AKs explode in dudes' hands when the saw gunner is just raining hell on a wall. But that's something I'm going to consider a little bit later, and I'm going to possibly do another playtest to see how that works. But a little bit of overhaul, a little bit of stuff to work with, and hopefully this will bring a pleasant change to you guys as you progress further into the Feywild and get close to entering Season 4. So, with that all said, and with the intro out of the way, and with Happy Trumpet Mariachi, we will now pan around to you guys. Last we left the company off, you guys were currently hanging out. Where was it? Just outside a freshly scorched, solar cleansed, old elven Moat and Bailey trade fortress. Having cleared it out effectively and removed all of the fungal, fey growth and mushroom persons and unfortunately overtaken warriors throughout time and age that have found their way there, including recovering a little bit of info and potentially figuring out where the aforementioned missing second squad of the undermanned company that you've been looking for have gone to. You guys began making your way westward and kind of talking among each other and trying to figure out where exactly you guys were going to go next. And I realize I need to... How do I drag... There we go. Move party ribbon. We bring you guys to the Feywild as you guys kind of continuing back and getting along the somewhat trodden, used road and kind of referencing that it goes north, it goes westward, going back east obviously takes you back towards the old fortress that has now been cleared out, leaving you guys a little bit of time to ponder and deliberate among yourselves.
Is there supposed to be no music, or did the stream break?
I paused it.
Oh, okay.
I'm pulling up the music. I forgot the background.
The 10-second Happy Mariachi music loop has ended. I am not going insane. I thought I just tuned it out entirely.
The elevator music.
Okay. No,
The
not again.
Barryman! The Barryman! No! I believe I was arguing that we should come back here because in their last known report they were heading northeast, and that makes sense to me to try along this road and then this road and see what happens from there, because obviously up here is not northeast, that is north of Borotin.
But can you say something about another structure?
There's a... I've been told there's a cave far north of here, almost straight north, if this map to be believed. There's also all the elves that come from the northwest of here. But there is another structure, some kind of tower or something. But I cannot say for sure. These are just things that the foragers and others around bring us a news of.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, Peter, but I would just hate to backtrack all the way south only to have to return to the north again.
Do we have any reason to believe they would have gone with the elves?
If Rich says there's a towering structure, I mean, imagine being a lost person from the air. Surely you'd pick out points of interest such as, not trees.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
And if I remember correct, weren't there a lot of elves out in the Confederacy, right?
You'd be correct.
Yes.
DM, how racist are elves to other elves?
Human racism is pretty casual when it comes to the professional racism between
Oh, I know, they can't tell a
subclasses of
Laotian
elf.
from a Thai.
Yeah, but is it
This
the kill
is,
on sight
uh,
racism or is it the help and judge racism?
Matters on the elf. You go up to a like wood elf and it's like, oh yeah, this is my other friend. He's an elf too. Like, and they'll look at him, look up and down. Nope, he's a sea elf, aren't you?
Just go to wood elves, just have tree fuckers.
There's a not pressing
munchers.
amount, but there is between different factions and groups of elves. There is kind of put human racism to shame in some regards.
How diverse is the Confederate elves? Because like I'm thinking like if the Confederacy has all like high elves or some shit, they wouldn't want to go interact with
Well,
non-high elves.
you see, the Irish
Whatever.
are very persuasive and
Irish
charismatic.
Republican Army.
Majority of your elves in the Confederacy, whatever type of elf they are, a good amount of them are quarter or half human.
That's a fun way of saying the Irish fuck everything.
And the French and the
Real.
Louisianans and
Real.
yeah. Kind of blended in with the aristocracy
Yeah, you're
almost
next orange
instantly.
That's how both of us ended up with Cherokee.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the thing.
This might sound a bit, negative, but I've somewhat given up the hope of finding any of our parties still alive.
I think there might still be a chance, but it is extremely low.
Well, it's what I said last time. If there are any alive, surely they don't plan on dying anytime soon. They've been here long enough to learn how not to. The survival of the fittest, I suppose.
I could change morale with necromancy.
He cracks a very evil smile.
No. Let's not start thinking of that. Besides, I think if we were to bring someone back here, it probably wouldn't be them.
That is worth experimenting with.
I do not think so.
I mean, you need to know. I mean, I'm uncomfortable with it too, but these are things we need to know about the Fey realm.
Too bad I'm not a necromancer, so I can't help you there.
Then why did you bring up necromancy?
Well, I figured the snake guy would know necromancy powers. I mean, like, goodness gracious, he, like, rapidly ages people to dust, so... But, you know...
Rich looks decidedly uncomfortable with this.
He does, but I've never seen him do it.
So does Peter.
Don't keep saying he's necromantic, but the most I've ever seen him do is let me talk to a dead guy.
I would
Well,
like
there is more,
everybody to make me a dex save.
Oh, hell.
DM's mad.
Had
DM's
to
mad.
go and do it.
DM, do you know the question I'm going to ask?
Oh shit.
What's the question?
3.
Oh yeah, it's hearing.
Auditory,
You get
and can I see it
advantage.
coming?
Yep, it's auditory.
Okay.
I just pressed the wrong thing.
Oh.
Oh, damn it. I don't know why. Ignore that.
Perception.
Perception. Plus
You're
8,
just so
you still roll
used
a
to rolling perception.
Is all the
Yeah,
short
I
people gonna
am.
pass, but all the tall people not gonna make it?
It's center
Oh,
of
yeah.
gravity thing, I guess.
So Rich, Torin,
Completely average
Alexander,
roll.
Nikos, whoever Saber is, and Hachu.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is
Good.
definitely a high sweep.
Yeah. As you guys are having this conversation, sitting in various parts of the wagon or up on the front of it, you hear a distant flutter kind of jingle sound that gets closer and closer and closer, almost too rapidly before you can look over, and you hear, "Hey, hey, hey, listen, hey, listen, hey, listen, hey, listen, hey!" And before you can fully react, the three of you, the talls, are kind of knocked over the side of the wagon, landing on the right side of it as this pixie dust dart just zooms right between you guys. A kind of airdropping on a little parachute, a rolled up scroll that lands nicely in the middle of the cart as the pixie just...
We got too lost and the DM felt bad for us.
What was that?
They left a note. It's probably in
Rich
Sylvan.
is gonna pick it up and pass it to Torin. How do they do the reading thing? You do, you
This
sticky
is-
bastard.
This is almost as bad as those stories about Robin Hood sending messages tied to arrows.
Hey, yeah, that seems inherently risky.
Oh no, it's a great way to send messages over short distances.
Is it?
Yeah, but in the stories, they would just shoot them randomly over castle walls. That has to hit people just regularly.
Well, it also depends. Are you putting a bagger on the end of it so it's a really blunt end on it? So it didn't really
No.
hurt nothing.
No.
Well, it's an asshole thing to do now, isn't it?
Torn
In
is
fact,
going
in
to
the
install.
in the stories and the plays, they always stick into some random object.
If your aim is
always
good, you
one
got nothing to
nearby.
worry about.
Sid, you're
What
opening
does
the
it say,
scroll.
Torn?
Yeah.
Peter's getting up off the ground, dusting himself off.
Kind of dusted, standing up, looking over the side as Torn sits there, peels the little wax stamp off the front of it and unrolls it, and you realize what should be like maybe 10-inch long roll of paper just keeps unrolling and unrolling and unrolling.
Oh no, it's a CVS receipt!
It goes to the bottom of the cart, starts rolling up the back edge of the cart, over the side, onto the ground, unrolling further.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I like to imagine Hachu didn't actually fall out of the cart, just like his upper body did. So it
Yeah.
rolls down from the passenger seat into the cart, rolls around a little bit, then rolls circular up and around the ice cream shaped Hachu, and then up and out the back.
Up and over him, over the back lip, onto the floor. Starts making a
Smells
left
like
turn
ice cream being
and
dispensed.
starts making a left turn and continually rolling outwards like it's unending. As you watch it start going around further and further, it goes around the front in front of the horse, curls around the opposite side of the wagon
Everybody get in the wagon.
until it
Wait a
starts
second.
curling again, making another left turn as it slows
Aw.
down and the bottom
go.
of it gently touches against the other part where it started making the ring on the floor. There's nothing written on it. I need everybody to make me a con save.
Why is everybody just wasting paper?
While it's unrolling, can I perhaps get an implication at that Arcana?
Yeah, I'm getting back in the wagon.
You can roll me... Yep. Overwhelming, exuberant amount of magic coming off this scroll as it's rolling around.
You know, I should have checked this before opening.
Well, too late now.
Should I, you spicky bastard? Not late for that now.
You're the one who gave it to me.
Guy! I don't do the reading thing. Get the one with the speckies.
There's nothing on it to read. It's magic.
I didn't know that.
Well, that didn't even have any words on it.
Peter, con save.
Give me a sec. Sorry, you decided to do that right as I was going to the bathroom.
Oh, good.
Wait, you can't just hand something to me. Tell me to open it and
This
then
is
get
a
mad at me when I
magical
open it
save,
because it's
right?
magical.
I didn't tell you to open it.
No.
Then why'd you give it to me. The implication was that I open it.
Well, the implication is that I don't do the reading thing.
Begins to glow a little bit as you guys are arguing and
It
looking
sounds
at
like
each
a
other.
magical involved save.
It's not the magic that you're saving from. Torin, Peter, and Alexander, the three of you are going to feel that acid reflux burn at the back of your throat as your stomach goes up into your chest. Everything, not just the earth or your planar existence or the wagon or your bodies, literally everything hyper stretches up into the sky, like you're clicking drag and just dragging the image of what you're seeing upwards.
Oh, great.
Oh, God,
Until
it's like a
everything
Pinocchio attack.
goes, everything goes razor thin as it gets stretched upwards further and further and further. And
To maybe prepare slow fall.
the sound's deafening, the
Yep,
noise
yep,
is just
yep.
building up, the pressure is getting insane, and then with a thump, the wagon's on the floor again. You guys are still in the same position, the scroll is gone, but there's a slightly burnt print in this very lush greenish grass around you. There is a mixture of ruins to one side or the other. There is a mix here, and give me una memento, as I would like to...
You know, I think we're lost now.
I just want to say, I hate how they pass messages around here.
Ladies,
I don't
gentlemen, and
think that was a
wanderers from
message.
worlds unseen, hear ye, one and all. Welcome, O bewildered travelers, to the magnificent, the mesmerizing, the lantern light traveling Yokai Carnival. Here in the Feywild for one night only, straight from the hidden lands of Yokai Mountain Gensokyo. You've been whisked away from your distant dimensions and depressing, boring lives, plucked from the fabric of reality itself, much like the Yurei spirits who drift between realms, and deposited right here at our glowing front gates. Fear not, for this is no trick of fate, but a grand invitation to revelry beyond your wildest dreams, echoing the ancient Hyago and night parade of 100 demons. Behold the swirling lights of 1,000 floating lanterns, each whispering secrets of ancient spirits like the Chokin. The paper lanterns come alive with mischievous grins. Gaze upon the yokai and their finery, playful kitsune foxes with 9 tails of illusory fire, weaving spells of deception and fortune, as in tales of Inari's messengers. Mischievous kappa river imps splashing in crystal ponds, luring the unwary with their water-filled head dishes and sumo challenges. And towering oni demons, some very lustful, juggling stars from the sky with iron clubs and horned brows a nod in the guardians of hell. Our tents stretch into infinity, much like yourselves on your arrival here. Filled with wonders, games that twist time like the Rokanobi, whose necks elongate under the moonlight. Feasts that dance on your tongue, featuring delicacies inspired by the Nurikabe walls that block paths. And performances where shadows come alive to tell tales of forgotten realms from the tragic Yuki-onna snow woman freezing hearts. Respect to the spirits, for they are hosts and guardians, bound by the ancient laws of the yokai world, where offerings of mochi, or sake, can appease even the fiercest tengu from their long noses and fan-wielding winds. Trade your worries for laughter, your letdowns for the excess of intimacy from our illustrious and endowed tanuki, your fears for fortune-telling by Rokanobi seers, or riddles from the clever Naruhayan. Step through these gates, join the parade of the ethereal, and let the carnival's magic weave you into its eternal tapestry, just as the Oban festivals summon ancestral spirits upon lantern glow. Now onward, the night is young, the yokai await the Feywild's wildest. An adventure calls your name. Enter if you dare to dream among the myths of old.
Did we just get hustled?
I don't know what's going on.
I think we got shanghaied and hustled.
This is like
I
into
think
a
you might be
carnival
right.
in Boston. Like you take a flyer from them, and then the next thing you know, you're in the intro line and you can't leave.
You're saying something about some guy choking. Let's nobody help him.
What?
As you guys look outwards, kind of wondering where you're at, you're seeing the occasional poof and magical summoning of other small groups of elves, small groups of different beings from all kinds of corners of the Feywild, and maybe even other realms in addition. Some willingly, some seeming a little surprised, and they are just kind of making their way outwards. They're kind of looking towards the various bits and bobs, and you can see outwards different tents, different encampments, different carnival setups, different lanes all over the place, and a very, very odd mix of creatures walking about. Not only all make and type from different realms of the Feywild and even outside the Feywild, but just sheer amounts of Japanese kind of folklore demonry, yokai, and other various demons and oni walking about. Women with singular horns on the front of their head, what looks like samurai carrying their head under their right arm, what looks like a pair of geisha walking by with umbrellas. However, the umbrellas have large, kind of gaping, drooling mauls hanging from them. Another geisha walking by as she holds up what looks like a candy apple to the back of her head, and the shadowy kind of monster reaches out and takes a bite from the apple before she does the same. There is a just accoutrement mix of what seems to be Japanese yokai mountain, just fey, kind of walking about and running what seems to be, if the announcer was anything to go by, the Lantern Light Traveling Yokai Carnival.
Would Alexander recognize any of these creatures at all?
No.
Would Peter from his time in Japan?
You might recognize a few here and there, but it would probably take specific looking at some of them. But you definitely would recognize a couple. Like, for example, I think you would have probably seen some Tengu, which are women walking about with kind of crow tails and wings and somewhat longer black hair, carrying what kind of looks like leaf fans. You see a couple of the Tsukimogami, who are, for lack of a better word, you ever lose an item in a house? Like a broom, or a pot, or an urn?
Ah, so that's the bastard that stole me left sock.
And you lost it for 100 years, and a spirit decided to inhabit it after it was lost long enough to not be needed. Yeah, they're walking around and they're crawling around.
Alex is just gonna look at Peter.
Why are you staring at me? What are you doing?
He seemed more up your alley than mine.
I don't know any of these people.
Does anybody, by any chance, see any Confederates plucked up in all this?
I guess I could look around.
Let's do. Would that be perception or investigation, DM?
There we go, that's the right one. That would be investigation, because you're looking specifically for humans possibly uniformed.
And Thorn's
Investigate. Nope.
The remains of such.
Damn. Yeah, you guys try to look outwards. Alexander and Torn, the only human here? Other than the geisha and the occasional, kind of humanoid? But you can almost tell there's probably no actual humanoids here. Alexander and somewhat Torn, possibly the only human at this carnival might be Peter.
I think we're striking out on this one.
Not entirely just looking for humans, though. Remember, the hawks might be actual hawk people.
I was looking specifically for uniforms, and I don't see anything that matches that either.
This place better be outside of time. I'm going to be very upset.
Give me perception roll, Torn.
18.
As you say that, you're kind of looking outwards. There is a large sign written in about 100 different languages in small font, and you're able to pick out a couple of them that you can read. And it seems to give details. Without reading the full spiel, the summary is essentially time doesn't really exist and happen here. Your average day pass lasts about 24 hours. And also, all cells are final, and any prevailing magical effects are to be carried with a modicum of ownership, as if it happened to you, you gotta own it. You can't get take-backsies on magical effects that may occur while here. And have fun.
I presume, yeah, Torn's gonna read that sign off like incredulously to the party.
Is there anything on there about consent? There should be consent law if this is the case.
You know, you never see anything like that with a return policy.
Seems like a rather informal agreement. It seems they've implied consent by us being here, which is interesting because our consent is technically consenting being here, given that we activated. You know, it's complicated. I feel like we shouldn't.
How
mess
do you
with the
consent
logistics.
to something
You
when
kinda
you're being
agree to
forced here
something.
against your will?
You cannot agree to something if there was no discussion of the terms ahead of time.
Yeah,
So-
well,
That's what he was
magic gets
saying.
weird.
Why don't you call up
Yeah.
your related lawyer and ask?
I don't think that would work here.
Some of you flinch as there is a loud, singular gunshot that goes off right next to the wagon. You don't really have to roll perception, as I imagine everybody would kind of look over what looks like about a foot-sized rat, biting its lower tail and rolling in a cartwheel style next to you through the grass. Pauses, its spine starts to grow, its back splits open, and it bursts over about a 2-foot area, just exploding at the sound of a gunshot.
Could you not?
I hate this place.
2 more mice are rolling by doing the same thing. A third mouse is doing the same, chasing those 2. And seemingly randomly, the second mouse just starts to swell, its spine grows, and then just bursts as the other 2 kind of roll through its viscera and continue going happily.
Worst game of Mario Kart ever.
Exploding mice. Sure, okay.
I'm sorry, what the hell?
Nico's perception.
Appropriate euphemism, I think.
Skipping. Nice.
Nikos doesn't
just
notice because he's
baffled.
wearing his armor, rolling up the back of his leg, over his butt, over his back, and onto his left shoulder. You ever see those, like, super plush, round, like, cat plushies? Like the squishy plushy cats? About that size is just sitting there. No visible legs, no visible features other than a tail and ears. The face is almost part of the body. Just a smiling, happy puffball of a cat just rolls up his backside onto his shoulder and is just kind of looking at you with a dumb, empty thoughts face.
Does Torn see this?
All of you see it, he doesn't.
This
Too
thing is
baffled
crippled.
looking at the rats.
Torn punches it.
Roll attack.
Oh,
Can I roll to pull his punch?
I don't think so.
Why are you randomly punching things?
it's things here explode. That exploding thing is on Nikos.
Punching it might be a bit much. Maybe just brush it off?
Well, it's like a, you know, it's a ha.
Roll me strength and we'll add +4 to it. What's your strength mod?
Words 2. That's it. 14.
So 12 plus 2, 14, plus 4, proficiency, 18? Yeah, Torn walks up to you, Nikos, and for a second you think he's about to just slug you as his fist goes to the left of your head. And you make impact with it, and you hear that kind of like, and just at sub-terminal velocity, it just starts floating off in the angle that you punched it. Its expression hasn't changed. Its gravity hasn't changed. It just floats about 20 feet, slows down, hovers down to the ground, and just starts idly dumb rolling away.
I don't like this place.
Alright, well, I'm gonna see if I can find us the way to get out of here. I guess stay put here.
No, we should probably stick together as a group.
Yeah, let's keep in the wagon too. Let's protect our things. Hey, one ton, how you doing?
The horse is standing kind of stiff, just looking outwards, a bit concernedly.
I assume majority is people talking
Little girl.
Colonel, so
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Jan Hans what's up. You know, what's got Hans spooked? Because I have that as a ritual.
You look over, and the horse kind of looks at Torin, looks back over to you. Well, I'm gonna stay here. Just to watch the wagon, I suppose? And you hear kind of a pomp as the horse just kind of dog-style sits down. Yeah, I'm gonna stay here. Starts tracing her hoof in the dirt a little bit. Nikos, Alexander, Hachu, and Peter. You understood every bit of that.
Oh,
Did that horse just talk?
What?
I've talked with him before, actually. So this
Yeah,
is
she always talks.
I
Rolling
said she's
Arcana.
right chatty.
Is this I guess with 20 Arcana, this is like an environmental effect then?
With that, you can tell exactly what this is, and to kind of disperse it for the party. It's an environmental effect that seems to work in a universal translation spell. Doesn't matter what languages you can or can't speak, you all understand each other in your most passive tongue.
Yeah, nobody be able to tell me what I saying like that.
I can barely tell what you're saying when you talk like that.
Hey, horse, if you're gonna stay here, you gotta protect the wagon.
I'm staying here and protecting the wagon. You do whatever this is. I'm content here. I'm okay here. And starts like rubbing her left hoof with her right.
What's got you spooked there, Glassy?
The rats exploded.
Aye,
Fair.
the rats
Yeah.
exploded. The rats did explode. Shite.
Maybe bring me back a little snack or food. I'm gonna stay here. You seems to be a carnival or like some of the horse races. So I'm just gonna stay here. You go have fun.
Alrighty then, but you need nothing, you say, yeah?
Sounds
I think
good.
you had a lot more Swedish, but whatever.
You need what you say, yeah.
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 I have warm blankets.
Yeah, and don't let anyone touch the machine gun.
Don't worry, nothing's gonna touch the wagon.
DM, so I, look around. Is this, generally speaking, a enclosed space? Like walls on all sides, except for the front.
Sort of dilapidated, broken walls, but there seems to be openings, at least one or two kind of old archway openings in all four cardinal directions that allows you to see outside of these ruins, where you can see small tent camps, carnival tents, what looks like a smaller kind of prefab Ren Fair town, a very large tent, and you can kind of see banners and stuff kind of marking and denoting the different areas. However-
Specky one.
Party has time.
Aye, Specky one. Is something in the rules saying about fighting?
I didn't say anything about that.
Hmm.
It doesn't say no fighting. It also doesn't say it's allowed either.
Hmm.
I mean, I punched the thing and nothing happened.
I don't know if it's a place that it's a sanctuary. There's not supposed to be fighting and stuff, but
Does the rules say something about an administration or something here? Like, is there someone we can talk to? Like a point of contact?
I doubt it.
I want to test something.
They gotta have something. It's a fair for
I'm
goodness
all
sake.
like
You always have
lean
some
down
sort
to
of
Torin,
organization.
Right?
smack me in the face. There's an area-wide like translation magic going on, so maybe there's like some area-wide like passivity field or something.
Would I have been able to get that
Yeah.
from my nat 20, or would I have to roll another one?
You'd have to roll another.
All
Roll
right,
another
you,
one. It's gonna nat 1. Anyone else
you
want to
sure?
join me?
Yeah, why
It's
not?
fine.
It's like a
Sure.
9.
Roll me strength, Torn, if you're gonna smack him.
It's probably not gonna meet his AC.
Well, I mean, I was
He's
like
letting you hit
bending
him, so
down
it
so
doesn't
you
have
can,
to beat
like,
AC.
Actually, it smacked me in the jaw.
I just gotta make sure you don't completely whiff it and miss.
Torn's just like, just questionably balls a fist and like socks him in the jaw.
Gives you a nice, kind of child punching dad in the jaw, sort of like half-hearted bap. Doesn't really hurt, not because you're chiseled or like super strong, but just didn't, like you felt it, but it didn't hurt.
Well, I felt it, but it didn't hurt any.
Yeah,
Rich
just-
is looking very,
alright.
very pointedly at Torin.
Second
Wheels
one.
are
Fucking one.
Oh, there we go. That's a.
You sock him clean in the corner of the jaw. It actually causes your head to jerk to the right for a moment. You felt it, but it didn't hurt. There's no bruise.
Okay. Yeah, there's some
I'm
sort
gonna pull out my. I'm gonna pull out.
I'm
my
gonna kick
bayonet.
Torin right in the dick.
Wait, do me.
Roll a kick.
I'm gonna pull out my bayonet and I'm gonna kind of gesture to Nikos' hand, and I'm gonna say, "Do you mind?"
Go ahead. For
Take
science.
his hand and draw the knife across his palm.
You almost get the
Okay,
feeling that if you tried to do this too many times, you might as well be rubbing it over like a smooth stone. His flesh is not cutting. However,
All right,
as
like,
you
time
have
to
this
use Nikos'
revelation,
abs to
you
sharpen my knife.
hear a dull sort of pump. Torin, both your nuts retract, but not painfully, just from getting contacted by high-impact bunny paw.
Just what did you do?
Torn,
Right. So
Torn
I
pistol
think
whips
we-
him.
Roll me
His
pistol
go-to
whip.
move.
How would that
I
even?
want to turn
Uh,
away from those two.
That
Can I
would
just
be,
catch it?
if you want to roll a deck save to try to catch it, the pistol whip would be, let me double check. Roll strength and add your proficiency to it to see if it hits.
At this point, Alexander's gonna gruff and freaking annoyance and just wander and start investigating on his own.
So that's a 16 to hit. Yeah, you pull your Mauser out, you go to fucking strike him with it, and Rich brings his hand up, catches your hand.
Don't do that again.
Well, I think we've confirmed
I
that
don't think
there's
you've
some
earned
sort
the
of
right to tell me what to do and what not to do, considering what you decide you're gonna go and do.
sort of neutrality
You
field
kicked
up
me.
or something.
You said you're walking out, Alexander? Which one you heading towards first?
I'm gonna walk just straight out to kind of get my bearings a little bit, see what's around.
Alrighty. Yeah, you head on out. There's
Yeah,
people
guess I don't
passing
see
by,
Alexander.
eating candy apples, eating various carnival foods. There's music. There's the occasional paper lantern with a big old tongue hanging out of a weird kind of demonic mouth, just kind of floating around idly. There's the occasional Oni and demon and a couple fairies just floating by, just going to and fro. And from what you can tell, there seems to be a temporary lodging area off to the side. Almost like mini hotels of sorts, made out of large, kind of illustrious tents. And then to the other side, looks kind of like your Khajiit Has Wares version trade stalls.
I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna go to the nearest place that would look like it'd
Nope.
have some sort of administration or something like that.
Roll me investigation.
Bro's gonna find the info center.
Fucking Alexander, I'd like to see your manager.
As you're looking around trying to spot this, you see what looks like a single-wheeled, kind of traditional all-wood wheelbarrow, kind of prepped up in the dirt, and leaning up against it in sort of a short green dress, two kind of big red pigtails, cat ears on top of her head, and two very long black cattails kind of idly swaying side by side, kind of doing twirling motions. It's just kind of standing there looking outwards.
Oh, that's probably where I'm gonna go then.
Doesn't seem
Or
to
about
acknowledge
inside.
you and is just kind of looking ahead and overlooking people.
Excuse me.
Oh, hi. Are you lost,
Hello.
little one?
Kind of, but
How can I help?
Yeah, so my group and I just kind of poofed here without like any sort of warning, and I'm just trying to make sense on what exactly is all this.
You must have got one of the free tickets. So we hand those out usually when we find groups that seem to be a little lost, a little spread about in the various realms that we visit to. We're here for the next couple days. Consider this a free 24-hour pass for your party.
Right. Appreciate the offer, but we're actually on a very important expedition where time is kind of.
Time doesn't matter here.
Oh.
Once you eventually leave, should you decide to leave and not stay and maybe keep traveling with us, as some have done, and you see a elf staggering by, drunk as shit on bottles of sake, who just looks like he's been running ragged at the slots machines for months, just kind of walking by. But yeah, I mean, you'll be right back where you were once you decide to leave.
And how exactly do we do that?
Once you hit 24 hours.
So basically, at a time limit, there's no way to kind of just wander out of here or anything like that.
I mean, you're free to try to pass over the mountains, but I don't suggest it. And she'll kind of lower down and do kind of a like gentle squat, put a hand to the back of your head, and kind of aim your head a little bit, as if you want to look to the bottom right of the map. You see what might be Empire State Building sized, fuzzy, giant, smiling worm cascading over the side of the mountain, twirling around it like a snake does around fingers, and kind of diving back down into it. Even we don't try to do that.
Right. Well, we don't have any kind of currency, so how exactly does that work?
Souls, trades, secrets, money, personal favors, fun. We don't really charge that much for most of our booths here anyway. If anything, we just like to entertain. Some of them have been doing this for free with sheer boredom.
Okay.
So, walk about, have fun, see what entertains you, and yeah, enjoy.
He's gonna wander back to the group.
Take care. And she'll kind of stand back up and lean back against the wheelbarrow. As you're walking away, you hear a little bit of a crash as that really drunken sake elf falls over into the mud. And she kind of gives a little bit of a sigh. Her tails kind of start idly kind of twirling left and right. And she walks over with the wheelbarrow, picks him up, sets him in it, and starts kind of hovering and flying off with the wheelbarrow towards the southern set of buildings and encampment, and going towards what looks like might have been an old kind of monastery building, and kind of disappears off behind that.
Alright then.
Did you name him Jiggly Jim? Oh god. Jiggly Jim's happy to see you.
Yeah, Alexander, you just come back to the side of Richard and Tor and just kicking the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
I just shit.
These two are just swinging on each other, rolling in the dirt, just fucking fighting. Horses just kind of drawing circles in the dirt with their hoof.
Biting savagely down on the rabbit's neck, no blood.
Me sharpening my knife on Nikos' bicep.
Yeah, no, like me and Torter both standing there, like feet planted, just nothing but punches, just a blur.
Alexander's just gonna face palm and just.
Oh my gosh. How am I the sane one here? I don't understand this.
Both of you roll me strength. as you're tussling around.
Oh,
What?
yeah,
All
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doing is just helping my friend sharpen his sword on my bicep.
Oh!
What's strange about that?
Ooh, give me strength, Rich.
Totally normal.
A straight roll, yeah?
Yep, straight strength.
Okay.
Ah! Torn, you're getting the leg up on him, but then a leg sweep goes around and that extra long lagomorph leg kind of hooks underneath your chin and throat, and he pulls you around into a pin maneuver, and he's just got you fucking like full Nelson
Tribal choke.
butterfly tribal choke on the ground. You guys are just scrapping, but he's still getting one over on you.
Every time I roll better on you, good on you, you just roll a little bit better.
Yeah, my luck's gonna run out eventually. Trust in the rabbit's foot, if you will. Didn't do so well for the rabbit in the end.
For the
Oh,
moment now,
thank
he's
you.
holding Torn open like a clam on the floor while you guys are looking at each other, and Peter's just like running his blade over Nikos' abs.
Just bite,
Oh,
bite.
once you guys stop, World League of Wrestling here, I actually know what's going on.
Oh.
And immediately stops.
Is
and,
it that we've
hurts
been
both of his
pulled
ears.
into some kind of demonic Japanese-esque festival?
So basically, yes, that thing that Fairy dropped was a free ticket. So basically, we get a free ticket to, well, this. They're saying there's no way to leave unless we want to, try fighting a giant worm, which I'm not interested. Or we wait 24 hours and we go back to where we literally were. And they're also
Did you ask
saying
them
that
why rats explode?
this place is just... Yeah. It's literally the Fey Realm. It's a big Fey Realm festival is what I pretty much gathered from this. So it's I'm sure the exploding rats do what they've been doing before they even got here in the first place.
Peter, perception.
I suppose I can't see much harm in it if we are frozen in time. I mean, the world isn't
Is
going anywhere.
my knife getting sharper? Is that what this is about? Because that'd be very funny.
Nope.
15.
As you run the knife across again, you do actually notice it seems to be sharpening, as he's already got washboard abs, but the fact that there's no, give for it to actually cut flesh, as the magic would seem to protect, it does seem to be at least giving a sheen, kind of a shine to it. However, you kind of notice as you run it over the last time, one of the Sunakasori, the giant puffball cats, just kind of gently sits down on top of your head and just kind of I fits on top of Russian hat. I sits.
You've got a floating cat on your head.
I suppose I do.
Alexander, you have to try this.
Try what?
Con
Try Richard Kickington's chiropractic service.
I need to make a con save.
Con save? Alright.
Alright. Torn's gonna pick up Alexander and drop kick him.
Roll me strength, Torn. Or actually, no, you can't at the moment. You're still in a
let's say,
fucking clam pin by
Rich is still-
Rich.
Rich still got him in the crucifix.
Yeah.
Oh, then never mind.
Yeah, he won't be able to hit him at the moment. Not unless you get away from Rich.
That's inconvenient. The impulse strikes.
So yeah, that's basically what it is. We're essentially frozen in time, which is a good thing. So it's not like we're wasting time, but at the same time, we're kind of on a forced. I don't know. I guess you would call this mandatory fun. Oh, and
Mandatory
don't worry
fun's the
about.
worst type of fun.
I know, right?
I don't like the idea of fun that's mandatory.
No, somehow making it mandatory takes away the fun.
Well, you know
Either
the
way.
rules. Don't add to or subtract from the population. Don't sell your soul. No tattoos.
We're just looking directly at Torrid at the first part.
I'd be very careful about the soul parts. I'm getting a vibe from a lot of people here that they're very good at swindling souls out of people. I guess call it hellish intuition.
I get the same feeling. I'm sure most Carnival people would have that ability if you gave them the capacity.
I've seen it, actually. Don't ever go to Prague on an empty wallet. They'll find ways.
I'll keep that in mind.
Ways. I told you should call your lawyer, Torn.
See, I don't think. Anyone can do it. I just don't think it would work here.
I'm pretty sure it would. Those guys can kind of just manipulate where the hell they want.
It seems like. I owe him again. I already owe him like stuff for the last thing with Hachu. It's just she's not cheap. Again, if you want, but.
Let's talk about the lawyer for.
Honestly, I'm kind of with Richard on this. There's no real point even to call him. It's not like we're
Honestly,
held here.
Honestly, I'm almost curious to see if it'll work.
Well, then you do it.
Rich is gonna roll and kind of kip up in the same motion, releasing Torin, while then turning and like bracing and reaching down to offer a hand back up.
Out of character. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I'll take the hand and pointedly not try to pull Rich back down.
It's gonna pull up dust off one of his shoulders and then keep going.
Adjust his collar, adjust his glasses.
Adjust collar, fix glasses, kind of undust yourselves.
Before he walks away, he's gonna reach over and like make the glasses crooked again.
I'll kill you.
You can try.
You'll have to wait.
So, shall we explore then?
I suppose there's plenty of interesting things to be gleaned here, perhaps. But what this is?
It's basically like a traveling circus festival kind of thing, and yeah.
Rich is gonna. He said there's exit on all four corners. Is he gonna go this direction towards the ferry camp? Just because he's curious.
Alrighty. As you start exiting out that way and walking your way forward, you see passerbys coming and going. Apologies, got a DM. There you go. And as you look on over, you can see what looks like a mix, despite the map not really showing it, a mix of kind of single person or 2 or 3 person in size, red and pink and blue and very flowery and pretty and like tapestry draped kind of tents and roundels and hobbles, a couple teepees, what looks like someone arguably just transported over the treehouse out of a tree and planted it there for a while, like it was just teleported to be used short term. Give me insight.
Insight, of course, insight. Make sure I don't have that toggled on. Nah, I don't know shit.
Damn.
Well, you got no idea what's going on here, but there's a mix of plenty of people coming and going, and there's fairies floating around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a d8 for cardinal direction of wandering.
All right.
Straight north.
Nice. All right. Let's see. Let me double check something.
I'm gonna go with them, but I'm AFK for a moment.
Gotcha. Which one you going towards, Peter? You going with Torn or you going with Rich?
I'm going with Torin, I think.
Alright, we'll have you go
Unless
north with
Nikos
them.
decides to walk away before I finish sharpening my knife.
Nico seems to be going north as well.
Yeah.
Hachu, what direction
Well, I
are
let
you
him
wanting to go?
finish. I'm just moving.
Yeah.
I just kind of go with. I don't even know. Like, there's so many places.
We got plenty of time to explore them all.
I'm gonna go with Rich just to make sure he doesn't go by himself.
Alright.
It's probably a good idea.
The snake kind of catches up behind you and slithers up next to you. And, you okay there?
Jesus Christ. I mean, Snake just suddenly pops into existence right behind him like that.
We'll start with the two of you heading towards the ferry camp. Some of the tents seem a bit larger, but most of them are pretty small in size. As you guys go walking towards it, Hachu, roll me insight. You might be a little more versed in these things.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
You've seen,
See, a nat 1 and a nat
especially
20
in
right
the
next to each other,
south
I love
along
it.
the rail lines, you've seen traveling, like, follow the rail line, like, rail workers kind of sex camp. But you've never seen one that consisted almost exclusively of, like, 6-inch to 1 foot tall ferries.
No, I've never seen one like this, but I mean, yeah,
What? It's a campground. You ever seen a campground like this? It's just the ferries.
I mean, not one of fairies, but yeah, it's something they would do in the south sometimes.
Rich is, audibly blinking.
Well, shall we enjoy ourselves?
I know. We're just saying hello.
The two of you start walking your way in, and especially with your hearing and Hachu, your ability to taste all of your other senses, it becomes abundantly clear what is going on in the majority of these tents as you guys are passing by them, and it's only getting a little more debaucherous the further into the camp you go. And very quickly, you feel a small set of hands kind of place on your shoulder, Rich, and then on the top of your head, something small seems to, like, sit in between your eyes for a moment, just kind of idly. Hello, you two.
Hi.
You don't get too many actual
Hey.
fae here, and I've never seen one of these Naga types.
Oi. Snaky man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be called, right?
So what brings
Oh.
you to the ferry camp? I saw you just arrived a few moments ago.
We're just exploring, seeing what's around.
Need a guide?
I'm not one to turn down help when you can.
You'll feel a little bit of magic and kind of sparkly, glittery Tinkerbell kind of pick you up and levitate you off the floor as the fairy that's kind of over your shoulder just kind of starts hovering you away towards a camp. Hachu, the same towards one of the tents. Hachu, the same thing's happening to you, but it seems to be 3 or 4 fairies kind of having to work together to pick up the various segments of you and just kind of like
Alright, that's just
noodle,
rude.
float
Alright.
you away towards a tent.
Oh, you know. That's not what I said.
I'll tell you what you get to say later. As she's gonna pull you through the tent flap. Hachu, it's a lot less ceremonious as it's like a solid minute, like that gag from Spaceballs of just slowly getting floated into one of the tents.
They're flying them like a kite.
Man, something about this feels a little rude, but here I am.
As you're getting pulled into the tent, once you're about halfway in, that same comment kind of comes back around as you realize what they're starting to get up to within the tent. Is Hachu gonna try to escape, or... And same goes for you, Rich.
You know, I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it, so I'm gonna try to get out.
How are you gonna try to escape?
I don't know how well this is gonna go, but what would it be dexterity roll?
Are you trying to like physically escape and like run away, or what kind of escape pattern, what kind of escape plan are you utilizing? Same for you, Rich. Are you trying to escape, or are you gonna let the fairy kind of take lead?
Rich is going to try and politely extricate himself from the situation.
Roll me insight, Rich. There is no polite. You're running away, or they're using fairy magic to have their way.
I mean, I can't just abandon Hachu with that. So, like, if I were to go, I'd have to go and grab Hachu. So,
Alright.
yeah. So is this the Dex or what, or how are we going?
We'll go with a dex save if you're trying to physically, like, escape out of there and wiggle away and escape the magic.
Okay. Would this count as seeing it coming?
Yeah.
Giggity.
Save for you, Hachu. Dex save.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh god, here we
19.
go.
Hey!
Do it worse.
At about the same time, almost like a fucking, like, show scene, both of you just kind of spring forward out of your tents, partially undressed at about an equal amount, like buttons kind of undone, as you're hearing a bunch of giggling and chasing as the fairies are starting to float outwards and kind of, not aggressively, but starting to chase after the two of you as you're able to lock eyes and see each other. What's your next course of action?
I mean, Hachu's like forearm, like, they're going this way now, and beat the fuck out as fast as you can.
Yeah. Go.
The two of you
potentially
running and
dragging
slithering
Hachu.
beside each other, trying to make your way out of there. I need a dex save from the both of you. This is one you won't see coming.
Okay. Will I hear anything coming?
Nope.
Okay. Fuck.
It's
Oh,
so
no.
unbelievably Jover.
Hachu, it
Damn.
takes you an extra moment to fall into it, but the rabbit doesn't even see it, just cartoon style, perfect, like 90-degree, drops downwards. Hachu, you kind of fall into it and, like, slowly slink in. As you guys fall into a kind of, sort of purplish, magical pond hole, and disappear underneath the surface, popping back up, disheveled, kind of standing close to each other inside a somewhat larger tent. Much near what you can assume to be the edge of the fairy camp. Sitting in front of you is a very enamored and kind of like chuckling to herself, one of her paws up to her snout, what seems to be a five-tailed fox. Has a small table in front of her, a very nice ornate tent.
Oh, hello there.
Ah, hello. You walked straight into the fairy camp, clearly not knowing what you were in for.
No, I just got here. There's no, like, signs posted about like that says what's what.
With his height and size, I can understand. You, though? Have to question how much gluttony you have.
Rich just raises an eyebrow.
Well, rest assured, the fairies don't like coming around us, Kitsune, so... Take some time to recover yourselves, and while you're at it, perhaps entertain a game.
Oh, thank you, lassie. Pray tell, what type of game is this?
I dabble in secrets. Tell me a secret. Any secret that you know that you would never tell a soul. And I'll tell you a secret that I can tell is very important to you that you want to know. As you see over five tails, two of them kind of wave to the side and seem to have almost a little bit of a magic kind of aura to them.
Rich just looks at Hachu with like a questioning gaze. The whole point of a secret's supposed to be that you don't tell people, though. That one is not much of a secret, then.
I love collecting secrets, and with the amount of secrets I've collected, I exchange a secret for another secret. Surely there's something you want to know?
You roll for something real quick.
Alright.
Give me just a moment to ask a question privately.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Rich is still looking up at Hachu, just trying to get his take on this whole shindig.
What's Hachu's interpretation of all this?
It's like secrets as in like any secret, like from anywhere, or like
Any secret from any plane, from any time. If it's a secret that you know, that you would never tell, I'll tell you a secret that you would likewise never know. And don't worry, it won't be something random like, did you know this king used the bathroom at this time on this date? Something applicable to you. After all, I do have the ability to see most all of you.
That's gonna cause one of Rich's ears to twitch. Most all of you.
There's a few things I can't see into. Motivation, inspiration being one of them.
She can't tell how many inspiration points we each have.
Technically.
a literal.
So what do you say? Secret for a secret?
Well, I cannot rightly think of much that I'm... Well... Perhaps. Oi! Big Mr. Noodleman.
Uh-huh.
You have intent to take up this we last your offer here?
Problem is, it's not a lot of things I like need to know that I don't already know.
You are lying to me, and while I won't take offense to it, either that or you're denser than I thought.
Aye. If what here is dense, it's gotta be me. Let's be
Clearly.
honest now. Aye.
There's now
She's just
3
gonna
of the
have a
5
big
tails kind of waving back and forth.
He's gonna have a big shitting grin on his face at just saying that.
She's got kind of a, like, little smarmy smirk as well.
Let's see. I now have to consult a note because it's now rather important. No, I don't think it would be.
Well, I mean, I guess I can start with a secret. I don't know what secret I want, but I mean, I guess I have, technically speaking, demon powers, sorta.
Is that a secret?
That actually is going to get Reach's attention. Like both ears rotated at him. He scoots just ever so slightly away.
I can tell you draw your powers from certain gods in the deep seas and certain, I believe the surface calls them voodoo practices. But demonic? Is that something you don't often tell?
Well, I mean, it's kind of a long story, but basically, okay. So my dad did a ritual to where I ended up with powers from. Guess you call him a demon. He calls himself a demon, but
You must be talking about Couch.
yeah, freaking Couchamar or whatever his full name is.
You get your powers from a sofa?
He
That's
likes
what
to
I
call
thought when I
himself
got told about
Couch.
it.
He thinks it's short and sweet and relatable.
But it's a sofa. It's something you sit on.
So do you consider that a secret? Is that something
It's
you
something I
haven't
wa-
told people?
Oh,
Doesn't seem
after
all...
the demon started showing up, a little hard to hide from a few people, but it's something I don't tell people. Like,
So a more casual secret, not a deeper, withheld secret.
I guess you could put it like that.
Understandable, the reservation. And she kind of looks upwards for a moment. Eyes have a little bit of a yellowish hue as the five tails kind of wave left and right a few times and then slow down. She kind of looks back down towards the two of you. Not understating the size, she's, well, sitting, maybe about 8 feet tall. Kind of looks towards you both and then focuses on you, Hachu. Well, for a somewhat safe regarded secret, I suppose a secret that you'll find nice now that I know Mr. Hachu Johnson gets his powers directly from the Couchamar Devil. It may come of interest to you. He has a vice. He has a weakness. Should you have control over it or influence of it, you'll be putty in your fingers.
Okay.
What about you, Richard? Do you have a secret to share?
Before I divulge anything, he looks very uncharacteristically not animated.
PNG-esque.
Yeah.
He's just a picture of a rabbit for a moment.
Yeah.
Be serious, Bob.
Full-
Not that serious.
It's
gone
literally
straight
the
up to
Nietzsche
BNG.
show face.
Is the information that we get commensurate with a request, or is that something that you decide?
I decide.
Because there is, of course, specific
I'm-
information that we do, that some of us would be seeking.
I know there's some things you're looking for. I can promise it'll be applicable to something that you want, something that would benefit you to know in the same way it benefits me to learn more secrets. With all the intelligence and information and wisdom I've gathered, after all, it only benefits me. And you see her wave the five tails behind her. The deeper the secret, the more rewarding, and the stronger the secret I share.
Does this offer stand?
If you need time to think about it, you can. But do know, I can see through when you try to overthink and try to ruse a not so honest answer out of me. Try to get more than the secret's worth.
The agreement is a secret for a secret.
It is?
The agreement is not a lie for a lie.
Precisely.
I'll decline for a moment, but is this where you tend to be staying?
I'll be right here.
Hey,
Been here for, I think about 800 years now I've been with this carnival. So many traveling bodies, it's the best source for secrets. Give it some thought. Hopefully that information and secret might be helpful to you, Mr. Johnson. But enjoy the rest of the carnival. If you decide what secret you wish to share, I'm all ears to listen. I also recommend as soon as you exit, make a very sharp right turn and then head towards the center of the commons. You'll avoid most of the fairies' gaze that way.
What about their streets?
They're even worse.
can't let that lie. I'll have to consult a note.
Alright. She kind of leans back a little bit, kind of casually, and will kind of look over and with one of her paws, without actually grabbing items, is able to start picking up a teapot and put the other paw to it and kind of start pouring herself a little bit of tea, setting it aside, grabbing it in both paws, taking a little sip, just kind of casually standing by. Would you two like to exit for now, or are you still thinking about potential question?
I would probably exit for now. What about you, Hachu?
I mean, I got my question, or not question, but
Exchange.
secret thing or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, well, you guys are kind of contemplating if you guys decide to walk out and kind of skirt your way away from the fairy camp for now in thought. She'll give a nice pleasant nod as we'll transition over to Team 2, which seems to be Kobold, Cossack, and Hoplite. Where are you three headed? Or Alexander, are you walking with them as well?
No, I went to the trader.
Alright, you're going to the trader. Where are the three of you going? As you guys exit out, you can see a large kind of encampment that looks almost a little more militaristic and seems to have target signs and range posters. You have a giant tent hall, very labeled as the Hall of Cards. And obviously you see Alexander's kind of short stature and big hat kind of disappear within the trader stalls.
No, he's gonna get in trouble in there. Well, I picked straight north on the compass, so Torrens, I suppose, going to the range. You just eeny, meeny, miny, mode and pick the building.
Alrighty. Let me double check. Ah, okay. So yeah, Torn, you go making your way into the kind of range, military-esque encampment as you go walking inside. Peter and Nikos, you guys going with them?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty. As you guys enter, very quickly come across a sort of mixture. You can hear the occasional sort of loud call and yell of what seems to be a small group of kind of polearm wielding martial artists swinging and doing a bit of a demonstration for some other yokai and oni that are watching. You see a female walking out with a just almost 9-foot tall bow for her maybe 5-foot stature, drawing an arrow and doing just a very slow, elaborate longbow pull before releasing and firing into a target that you don't realize is clear outside of the encampment heading towards the mountain and nails it directly.
It's a
A
hell
couple
of a
people
bow and a hell of a
clapping.
shot.
And to your left, you hear a sort of ruffling. Torn, you're familiar with the sound of ruffling, thick, kind of parchment paper. And it's scooting and kind of rustling around behind what seems to be a set of kind of wooden stalls with nothing on top of them, facing across a bunch of hay laid out on the floor, about 8 kind of painted roundel targets. Sitting anywhere from 10 to 20 to 50 yards away.
You know, if I had to guess, this is some sort of a training grounds, but also given the fact this is a circus.
I think this is more for competition.
Oh. Well, I'm a pretty good shot myself.
I'm not sure they'll let us use our rifles, and it's been a very long time since I've used a bow. I wasn't that good at it to begin with.
You see
Fine. Those are
something
dex-based for some reason.
something tan and kind of parchment-like reach up rapidly and quickly deposit a set of about 5 kind of like lawn darts on top of one of the stalls and then disappear back behind the stall.
Okay, well, it's just... This feels like a trap.
I presume there's targets in this stall with the lawn darts?
Yep. So essentially you got like 5 kind of wooden stalls side by side. They place the darts on top of the center one, and there's kind of 5 scattered targets 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 yards away. Kind of in a separate lane with a bunch of hay laid out on the ground in front of these stalls. Almost like its own separate kind of target arena.
And, well, do I need to roll insight on, that seemed to be an invitation?
If you want to roll me insight and leave it to the dice to determine, you can.
A 13.
Seems like a hesitant invitation, but an invitation.
Screw it. Thorn's gonna walk up and take a dart.
Roll me a charisma save.
A 14.
You're not super scared, but it definitely kind of jump starts you. A tan and kind of browned, kind of parchment dragon, about the size of Hachu. The edges fraying, the long, spindly, kind of noodle-like mustache hanging off the front snout, the long, flowing, kind of trimmed paper bits. For lack of better words, it looks like a very old parchment scroll turned into a small Asiatic dragon as it pops up in front of you. Ah, thank you!
For what?
I'm so glad you want to play darts. Nobody likes playing darts. It's an ancient game and nobody plays darts. I don't understand. Please, have fun. You do understand the rules of darts, do you?
This isn't conventional darts.
It is targets that look like archery targets, but you're throwing lawn darts at almost archery target range.
Wow.
You know, it's been a while. Perhaps you could refresh me on the rules. That'd be nice.
Of course. You see, there's layers to these targets. 5 specifically, and the dead center. Land a dart in the outermost layer, that's 1 point. In the 4th layer, that's 2. 3rd layer is 3 points. 2nd layer, 4. 1st layer is 5 points. and should you land dead center, it's considered an automatic win. You have 5 chances, or should you choose for a bit of a bonus, 3 chances to see how many points you get before going up against me. Whoever wins gets the prize, whoever loses has the opportunity to try again.
That's it.
And the prize would be...
Well, better ability at throwing darts. Or worsened
Darts.
ability. As the paper dragon kind of scroll style rolls around and does kind of a circle and moves off to the side, showing that he's got 5 darts kind of sort of stuck through some of the scroll work towards his side as he reaches one of the big kind of claws down and pinches one.
You know, I have an argument to make about this.
Hmm.
How do I word this? That's how I'll word this.
Predatory focus, okay. Yeah, you're able to aim in. You, throwing your dart.
Yeah, what's the roll for this?
This will be a... Let me double check here. Okay. This will be a flat dexterity.
Hang on. Before he does that, I want to make sure I'm grabbing the right one.
Right one for...
Oh, now because he's making full checks. I don't know if I want to burn Bless on you for this, Torin.
You shouldn't have to. It might also be construed as cheating.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
It's flat dex.
Yep, flat dexterity.
19.
19. Alright, that will get you into 3rd layer, which gives you, Torn has 3, and he has 0. Yeah, you throw the first dart, it sails out and sticks into 3rd layer, and you can kind of see a sort of magical number 3 kind of start manifesting off to the side. Not bad. Not bad at all. He's gonna roll his d20 plus 2. 6. Alright. He throws it, lands in the outer ring of the same target, only giving him 1 point. And he gives kind of a, shoot. Here we go.
One has like this pensive look about him, like this is, I don't like understand. Oh god.
I'm gonna lean up to Nikos and I'm gonna be like, he has a bit of a pool shark look to him, don't you think?
Yeah, he's definitely trying to hustle him.
And I'm making an argument for predatory focus to stay in effect. This is a combat thing, but like out of combat, it would surely. It's a time thing.
Okay.
I don't like how easily you agreed to that. Okay.
I told you, you're getting pool sharked.
An 18.
Ooh, alright. 18 will get you into 3rd layer again, another 3 points, which puts you up to 6. For context, I'll throw this in-game images, what this guy roughly looks like.
Oh, delightful.
Pretty lit, actually.
Kioran Rin are long, snake-like scrolls with dragon-esque shapes. They're scrolls with a exuberance of intelligence and information that have been left unattended and unread for thousands of years.
Uh-oh.
I know someone would be very interested in that.
He gives kind of a nod, looks over, takes the dart, and I'm going to leave this to roll 20. Ooh, 17. That is in the third layer. He gets 3 more points, putting him to 4, still giving you the lead by 2. Gives a little bit of a shrug. Well, yeah, not my finest work, but you seem pretty accurate. You seem pretty experienced.
Not necessarily with darts, but you could say I have experience with items and things in a range.
I actually think that there's someone else who
He
likes
kind of
to,
he kind of looks over at Peter and Nikos and kind of makes a recognizing, kind of respectful nod, like,
Third dart.
all right.
Oh, Torin hasn't. What?
Dex roll.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Hmm?
24.
Ooh, alright, a 24 will land you in the second layer, getting you 4 more points, putting you up to 10 as it sticks into the target, and he gives a little bit of a whistle. This one undersells his abilities.
Do I?
Just a tad. As he, without looking, throws a dart over. 18. Sticks in the third layer, giving him another 3 points, putting him up to 7. And he kind of looks over at it. One of his ears kind of fold down. Or perhaps I'm getting rusty. Take it away.
And a 24 again.
Another 24. Second layer of 4 points, putting you up to 14 points. He gives kind of a nod at that. Kind of coils a little bit. And gets just a little bit in front of you as he cocks his arm back. Throws his dart. And... oh, no. Wait, 1d2. No, damn it. I fucked it up.
Oh. Nat 2.
-5 plus 10?
Plus 5.
I mistyped because I'm stupid. 19. He takes and throws, and you see sort of a similar kind of, dare I say, predatory focus in his eyes as he flicks it. With a 19, that gets him 3 more points, leveling him out at 10 to 14. And he gives a little bit of a huff, like, well, your final dart?
Oh, of course, I can't help but notice that you're getting a bit more accurate with that.
Am I? Or are you just getting less accurate?
Good question.
I don't think that's quite how that works.
I don't know how it works either.
18.
Ooh, 18, that lands you in the third layer again, getting another 3 points, putting you to 17. As he kind of looks over.
Did I never roll above a 10?
And I forgot to add the... I don't think you rolled above a 10, yeah.
No, you did.
And if I could freaking aim this
Disgusting.
properly... As he kind of looks over... Think! Oh, no! Yeah, he's a little over cocky, and the dart sails clean over the top and just... And he kind of looks at it. Give me perception, Torin.
Oh boy.
Incoming luck roll. Incoming luck roll.
So I'm struggling to find perception because I'm regarded. There it is. 18.
You notice his dart flies horizontally for a long time before it starts losing velocity and drops down. And he just kind of watches it sail off with kind of the same realization. I'm gonna have to recover that. Well, fair is fair. You beat me 17 to 10, sir.
You know, beginner's luck, you know.
Yeah, perhaps it is skill. Or I'm just getting a little rusty. As the paper dragon kind of swirls upwards and just plants a... You've fallen asleep on a book before. You've maybe cuddled with some of the scrolls growing up. You know the feeling of parchment against, like, the front of your face. As he puts a kind of dragon parchment talon over the front of your face, kind of obscuring your eyes for a second. For your first win, add a permanent +1 to all ranged attacks.
What?
Oh,
Damn.
He kind of draws his hand back. Care to try again?
No, there's a catch to that.
How so?
I feel like there's.
It was Sun Tzu who said, "Make out like a bandit when you're on the top."
I'm
Careful,
not quite sure
Icarus.
that's exactly what he said.
But the mountain's always higher, like the Hawaiians, I think, said. He gives kind of a, like, toothy paper smile and kind of scrolls his way back, floats over, starts recovering the darts, and slowly kind of scaling his way back towards you. It's kind of uncanny seeing a scroll move around like this. And he just kind of leans forward, gives a bit of a smile to the three of you.
Torn's like looking back at Nikos and Peter like,
Don't fly too close to the sun.
You'd catch fire.
Not exactly.
Well, I would.
my brain's drawing a fucking short here.
Just waving my hand in front of your face as you're just kind of like error code.
I feel pretty good after that. Bit invigorating. What happens if I lose this second one?
Would you like to know the full rules and ramifications of my game?
Yes, please.
Every time you beat me, and sort of in and out of character explanation, every time you beat me, you find yourself able to be more and more accurate with your ranged and distanced attacks. First time you beat me is a +1. Second time you beat me is a +2. Third time you beat me, well, anytime you need to look at anything, you could do so with advantage. However, should you lose to me, you lose 1 to all of your ranged attacks. Lose to me a second time, and you lose 2 of all of your ranged attacks. Lose to me a third time, and you have a disadvantage on anything based on perception or sight, as you obviously can't hit the broadside of a barn.
No, you're pretty good. Hold on. I lose.
Feast or famine?
I lose the one I've gotten, or I go backwards too?
You lose the one you would have gained.
So I go. Okay.
he actually just steals his glasses.
Mine.
So just fully understanding this.
Every time you
lose the
win,
second one,
it's
it
a
goes back to
+1.
0.
If you win twice in a row, it's a +2. If you win 3 times in a row, you get advantage on any sight-based perception rolls. However, if you should lose, it goes back down 1. If you lose a second time in a row, it goes down 2 to whatever number it's at. If you lose a third time, you gain a permanent disadvantage to all sight-based perception rolls.
We'll go again.
Alright, good sport. 3 or 5 darts.
3.
3 it is. And he'll set 3 darts and kind of stab them into the top of the wood in front of you as he'll grab 3 darts in his hand. Victor may go first.
25.
25. That lands you in the second layer with a fat 4 points to start. Gives kind of a nod.
His rolls are gonna keep going up. I can feel it.
Woo!
Nice.
So the number stats as they stand: layer 5, 1 point; layer 4, 2 points; layer 3 is 3; layer 2 is obviously 4; layer 1 is 5 points. To hit layer 1, you need to roll between a 27 and 30. To hit dead center for an auto win is a 31 plus.
That was not stated.
As he sells the dart,
Yeah, it was.
and you feel yourself kind of lose a little bit of that as you go back down to your standard where you were with attacks. And he gives kind of a shrug.
Yeah, I think we'll call it there.
Not one more try?
No.
Kind of raises his brows, floats over, pulls the 2 darts out, floats back over. It was a pleasure playing. Perhaps your friends would be interested?
Thorn's gonna
No,
look
thank
back
you.
at each of them and be like, no.
Not my skill set.
Very
I'm
well.
not a gambler.
Well, do enjoy some of the shows and festivities flowing about, and should you ever feel chance, I'm always here. And he kind of tucks away the darts and kind of scrolls up on himself and disappears back underneath one of the carts.
He just, wow, he's You know, I can't help but feel like I really missed out on something there.
Should have quit while you were ahead.
Flying too close to the sun.
I haven't lost anything, I just feel like I missed out. One must try.
I say
What's the saying? One cannot live if they stand outside the fire.
As
else
we'll
is
transition
going on?
over, before we continue there, we'll transition over to Alexander, who, walking around to and fro through the stalls, you got your plushie sellers, you got your kind of fried foods, you got your traditional Japanese cookies and candies, you got kind of toy bow salesmen, you got weapons traders, you got all kinds of stuff showing here, but nobody's exchanging currency in any way, Alexander.
So I was kind of prepared for having talked with that person. I'm just kind of looking over shoulders and seeing what exactly are at these booths, see if there's anything of any particular interest.
Let me know, what kind of particular things would you find interesting? What kind of items might you be looking for in this almost swap meet style trader?
I like spell books. I think spell books would be nice.
Roll me investigation.
Books in general, honestly.
Yeah, as you're walking through, you look and you happen to see what looks like a sort of portly, kind of fluffy, kind of bipedal raccoon. He's got a nice kind of big green leaf hanging over his head, almost looks like a hat, wearing a little apron on his chest, and for some oddly casual reason, just a giant pair of nuts in front of him. And he's just kind of standing there, very casually looking over some books and scrolls and pages at one of these stalls, and just kind of looks over towards you. Hello.
He's just gonna shyly wave.
You seem learned and read.
For the most part, it's kind of a fun hobby of mine, I suppose.
Ah, good, good. I like reading too. I read a lot. I collect a lot of scrolls and always looking to increase my collection. Perhaps you have literary works for trade?
What do I have with me that I could possibly trade?
Ignore that. I'm just curious about dice.
Yeah.
I can give him my manual for my gas mask. I don't even know how it works.
Are you gonna hold that out and offer it to him?
Yeah, I'll hand him my manual.
He'll kind of look at it, reaches a paw out with some big claws, kind of plucks it, opens it, scrolls through. You see his eyes kind of widening a little bit. What is this? This is
It's
a...
technical manual.
Ooh. So wellly written, so the fine print is perfect, and the binding is I can make a trade for this. What literary works might you be looking for, interested in?
Honestly, I can't really look for anything for like anywhere from spells to.
Would you have a particular flavor of spell you're looking for?
You have anything in necromancy by chance?
Necromancy, of course. He'll reach down,
No, not another one.
lean back up, and he sets 3 scrolls to the side. 2 of them look very old and ornate. One looks a little bit newer. And he kind of scoots them forward a little bit, setting it next to the manual. I would say one of these scrolls for your manual of the Mask for Gas.
Let's see here. Which one would seem more, I guess, informative?
Give me perception. Give him more than
Of course.
Can't tell. There are 3 scrolls. Maybe older is better. Maybe newer is more legible. Not sure.
I'm gonna try a history check.
With your understanding of magics, the older magics were kind of the stronger ones. However, the newer magics that have surfaced are also phenomenally strong, but very limited.
Let's see, do I have any other reading material on me? I'll do the newer one for now.
Alrighty. He'll give kind of a nod as you look to the newer one, and he gives kind of a smile, takes it up, sets it in front of you, but he keeps his big paw on top of it while holding the manual. Are you sure to make this trade? All trades are final.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I know how this mask works, so.
Fantastic. And he'll let the scroll go to you. Alexander, when you should open that scroll, you may give yourself any level 3 necromancy spell that you don't already know. Feel free to punch that in your notes.
Oh, jeez.
Said 1, right?
Yep, 1 level 3 necromancy spell that you don't already know, you can add to your compendium. As he kind of leans over and opens the manual, oddly enough, setting it on his almost kind of like small table-sized fucking tanuki nuts as he sits down and just starts poring over it and reading it.
Fast forward to 3 months later.
I don't know how to clean this thing.
It smells like asbestos. Why is the air
Not a
spicy?
bad trade for a
No, we
fucking
didn't
surplus
use
gas
asbestos
mask.
filters.
Why is the air spicy?
Besides, you can just buy another one.
Yeah, it
Or
should
requisition
be
another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, any other stalls you're looking to walk around through, or things you're
I'm just
hoping to
gonna-
look for?
I'm gonna wander, and like I said, I'm looking for anything that could help me with either more magic or possibly even like, since I'm trying to also help these guys out and see if there's anything I can find referencing like demonic law and whatnot.
Ooh, okay. Roll me investigation.
Stuck in here, get back in here. I was in my notes. So.
Damn. Yeah, walking through, you're like, alright, I'm gonna start looking for legal works. Pens, quills, papers, scrolls, manuals, textbooks, records. And you find one that is just an abundance of what looks like Japanese prefecture kind of courthouse front of the stall. Roll me history. Damn, alright. I'll blow up the picture for right now, because you will definitely recognize a certain very well-dressed lawyer type standing in front, poring over some of the textbooks like a interested kid looking for the latest manga edition, with very exasperated and kind of tapping her foot, impatient goblin standing just behind him.
Oh no.
As he is just poring over the books and looking at it, kind of pauses, both of his tails raise up, and he looks over. Oh, well, hello. Look who it is, hon. It's the little goat I told you about. She kind of looks over. The Wonder Company ones? Oh. And they kind of look to each other. He looks back at you and smiles. Oh, what brings you here?
Well, I kind of got locked out of my realm, so I was trying to find some reading material.
You got a free ticket? You know how much I had to pay to get here. Yeah, tell me about it. We'll go on the rides in a little bit. So, what brings you to the stalls looking for... Well, I'm trying to find the latest edition of the, I believe it was the Three Kingdoms Affirmations, but they don't seem to have it here. And the Tanuki behind the stall kind of crosses their arms a little, like, frustratedly.
Well, like I mentioned just a little bit ago, I've been trying to go back to my realm to collect some of my reading material, and I think they sealed me out, so...
Well, that's a shame. I'm assuming you're talking about the Hells or any of its rings?
Yep.
Ah. Usually most don't want to go there, let alone go back there, so I find that rather interesting. But you're not able to go?
No.
Huh.
I wasn't necessarily trying to go back. I left some things there that I could have used, but he's lying through his teeth. He just knows of a place where you could literally steal stuff.
Yep. Well, I would say that's a bit of a shame, but my personal opinion of hellish literary works and legalese is often very easy to work your way around once you know what demon you're working with.
Yeah. I wouldn't really know where to begin. That's kind of why I wanted to find something to kind of, set me straight, I guess.
I'll tell you what would set you the straightest. Not that I wouldn't mind setting you the other way. And he kind of leans in a little bit. Apples kind of raises a brow at that. And he flicks out a business card and holds it out to you.
Which then I'll take it.
He'll extend his hand out. Make a little tether with me. Make me your official go-to lawyer. Sort of a bonded duo of sorts, and should you ever need legal aid or assistance or perhaps even someone to try to bail you out and pay your bond. At certain fees and exemptions, I'm always available.
I mean, is it the same as worldly law, though, or is this all like
it's
demon realm stuff?
better because there's no real standard for it. It's all determined on who's overseeing the court that day.
I mean, I suppose, but I kind of wanted to get in the position where I can represent, myself as well.
Oh, I don't even dare to represent myself if I'm in a situation like that. Trust me, you want a lawyer. You want a commie lawyer. You want me on your side.
Right. No offense to this. It's just I know especially the people I work for. There's a catch, and I kind of don't want to get tied into any catches right now. I just really can't afford it.
Hun, would you like to educate him? She kind of sighs. One of the ears kind of deflate, and Apples kind of steps over and looks at you. If it wasn't for him, I'd probably be in the second, maybe third layer right now for some of the things I did. So, he's especially good at what he does. He knows how to make deals. He knows how to work. He's gone up to bat with Celestials in their own court over things that they didn't even do wrong. He's got a pretty good record.
I'm not doubting that he's great and has an awesome record. That's fine. It's just most demons are quid pro quo. There's something that's kind of in the small print that they bound you to it, and I don't necessarily have a soul to barter, but at the same time, it's like I kind of don't like having anything tied to me as well, if you know what I mean. I already got enough trouble as it is with the pink slip I just got from my previous employer.
Well, I can understand not wanting to be burdened, but should you ever reconsider it, you know where to find me. As far as literary works and learning of demons, most everything here you might find applies to Kami and the Yokai realms. More of a Asiatic persuasion. But
Alright.
it doesn't hurt to look.
Of course.
And as always, should you need me or decide you want to assign a tether, simply call my name 3 times, I'll be there. I do ask that you give me the next 20 hours to enjoy some time with my wife. It's been a while.
Yeah, I'll make sure I pass it on to Torn, because they're actually debating on summoning you right now. Just
Oh,
to
is
see
he
if
here
you-
too?
Yes, we're all
Oh.
here actually.
Oh, fantastic. Maybe we'll run into each other again then. Wouldn't that be fun? Totally fun, yeah.
He's gonna pocket the card, so obviously he's holding on to it.
Gives kind of a smile, leans back up, pulls apples in with his tails. Well, we're gonna be off now. See you around, perhaps? And kind of turns and kind of starts picking up apples and carrying her with him. And the duo will disappear off towards somewhere else, possibly to use the lodging for a little while.
I'm gonna page through some of this stuff and see if there's anything worthwhile. Let's see. Browsing.
While you're browsing, we'll kind of pan back over to the first team, having nimbly escaped the fairy camp and the very tiny handsy fairies, and met with what seemed to be Kitsune. What are the two of you doing as you're making your way out towards the Central Commons, our rabbit and snake?
Hey, Tachu,
Yeah.
I've been thinking. I can smell something to drink over there. He's gonna point at the structures, kind of like southwest of where they're standing. And you know,
Start flicking my tongue in the air, trying to get a sense of what he's talking about.
You don't need to do investigation or perception to either of you. You smell rye, you smell ales, you smell sake, you smell drink and beer, and a smorgasbord of just alcohols of all types and canny.
what do you say? Just 1 or 2.
Oh, as long as it doesn't turn into the other night, we're good.
Oh, not gonna turn into that. It's his fault for that, reading the fine print on the mushroom. I warned him. He totally didn't warn him, but he's just talking shit at this point.
Alright. The two of you start snaking your way over towards the land of drink.
I was thinking that actually said drink. I couldn't tell if that was a D or not.
Yeah, I actually went and looked up the font just to make sure.
I thought that said O-Rink.
I know.
I wonder what that is.
Drink does make more sense than Orink.
Very odd text. Yeah, as the two of you start making your way in, it starts to divvy off into a mixture of kind of Chinese, Japanese, Korean, either like little drinking stalls, ramen stalls, and then what seems to be kind of a bunch of small sitting areas where you can sit down, get cozy, either in the grass or on a nice kind of set of blankets or shorter chairs, and there's just a mixture of booths and sake dens and all kinds of mixture just to all different direction. You guys looking for more of a outdoors casual drink? You gonna aim for more of a kind of like drinking at the local stall, or more of a like smaller, quiet, common sort of sake den?
Well, you've got drinking thinking in my village and whatnot. There is a pretty good variety here, so how about you choose this time?
It's just a little more casual, not trying to have a whole party here.
Oh, bit of fun.
Bring up the 4 hours later card and just hot you like double fisting sake bottles. Ugh!
Oh shit, I got my bottle next to me right now.
Not his bow tie tied around his
Bow
head.
tie
like a
around his
Japanese
head,
salary-
Japanese salaryman drunk.
Hey, how many sake bottles do you think I can fit in my mouth?
That's the
Jaw is horrifying. Like,
it's the night court episode. It's Okachi Slam Dam. That's what it is.
So you guys are going towards which one?
which one did you say was going to be one of the casual one?
Yeah.
Alright. You guys kind of make your way over towards a very nice, kind of small, red, sort of square, traditional Japanese hut. It's got the nice tapestry in the front that you're able to snake and walk your way through. And inside, it's a very short kind of bar, and it's got 5 kind of nice, comfy seats in front of the shorter bar. Standing behind it seems to be a kind of shorter, somewhat more rugged physicality female. She's wearing kind of like almost red firefighter's pants, and all over the front and back of the pants, and all up and down and kind of bow ties throughout her hair is a bunch of what looks like talismans and scrolls and blessing seals tied in all throughout of it. Really long, kind of white flowing hair, kind of a button-up white shirt on top. Just kind of got her arms crossed, sleeves rolled up a bit. Yeah, about time someone came in. What can I get you?
I'll just have sake warm.
Alrighty. And for you, little Haringen?
I'll do the same.
Ah,
What
very
happened
good.
to sake is?
Yes, 1 alcohol, please.
Gives kind of a nod, walks back, comes walking back over with a little tray, sets it up on the counter between the two of you. It's got 2 very small, kind of like porcelain, kind of clinky, sippy glasses, and a somewhat middle-sized, maybe about 8-inch tall, kind of nice pouring spout bottle that has a little bit of warmth coming off it. However, her hands are still planted to either side of the tray, and she kind of looks to you a little expectantly.
Or she's gonna raise an eyebrow.
Obviously, everything's paid for, but favors or trinkets or some sort of tip is appreciated.
The urge to be a smartass right now. Holy fuck.
Is Rich a smartass?
Oh, Rich is absolutely smartass,
Oh.
but like
You're with
it's
the other
so
most
out of character for him to
smartass
say it.
character as well, so like...
It would be so out of character for him to say it though, so I can't do that. Because like Rich doesn't know what snow is, so he can't pull a whole don't eat yellow snow.
Brows are slowly raising a bit higher. Eyelids are starting to drop a little bit.
Fuck. Eh. How about after we after this, we'll come and wash some of the dishes in the bar. Some of the cups, get things cleaned up, ready for dessert.
I don't need
Even
the
if my
dishes
friend
washed.
here,
I got him for that. She kind of motions back, and you see a kind of like turtle-esque goblinoid kind of lean back and look out, and has a hairnet on despite not having hair, and has soap bubbles just all up and down their forearms and hands, and they kind of scuttle back to doing dishes. We got plenty of Kappa to do that for us.
Aye, well, I think they'd be polite to at least offer since you're saying that you appreciate that.
I just take out my pocket hammerless and just hand it to her.
What's
I still
this?
have it with me, so. Consider it a defense tool for yourself. You can keep it.
Oh my god.
She reaches
pocket
down,
watch.
grabs it, kind of puts her finger in the trigger guard and kind of holds it properly, leaning it left and right. So how does it work? What's it do?
So, basically, okay, so it's kind of like how a bow works, how it shoots something, but instead of pulling it back, you pull that little trigger there. But please don't.
Bang!
Oh, God. Trying.
Bang,
I
bang,
was
bang!
saying. Like, oh, God. Fix it more.
Yep, con save. Rich, your ears are ringing. She lets off another 3 hammer pair of it, just kind of smiling at it, a little unimpressed, like, that's a neat toy. So, I made holes in my ceiling. Is it throwing
What?
things? Does it throw things? And kind of points it at you.
Rich having
In a sense, yes.
Tilts it and
couple-
kind of points it at herself, kind of looking down the barrel.
Rich
Whoa,
reaches
don't do that.
up, having seen what these things do, and very gently make sure it is not ended up pointing directly at her.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Which one did you give her? I was AFK for a moment.
His little compact brownie. As you reach
Oh,
a
the
paw
knife
over
cover.
to put your paw on top of it and try to aim it away, you lower it away from her face, and kind of looking at you like, what are you worried about? Like, almost kind of an amused face, like, kind of that look of like, you think I'm gonna get hurt? And as it's pointing
So-
over her shoulder, she'll kind of smirk and squeeze the trigger and just bang! And you see a round rip into her shoulder for a moment and start bleeding. She doesn't react at all. Oh. Oh, it is throwing things.
We're just gonna shift the hand, start putting pressure on the wound.
Roll me perception.
Right.
It only seems to bleed for about 2 seconds before you notice it stops, and then you feel a bit of pressure against the palm of one of your paws, and you kind of can feel the projectile having kind of squeezed back out, and other than some of the blood that already came out, has fully healed.
Just gonna kind of hold the bullet up and then show it to her.
Seen that happen with arrowheads and crossbows before, but so it fires pebbles.
Well,
What?
the pebbles are made of metal.
Huh.
You know, bullets is actually what they call the ammo for slings, right? Nox?
Yeah. But this clearly
Okay.
isn't a sling.
Yeah, I know, but once you see a pistol bullet, it looks like a sling bullet.
A little bit, yeah.
I didn't
this
know
is
that.
the format of
Interesting.
mushroom.
That's where the word bullet comes from.
Huh. Supposed to make sense. It had to come from somewhere.
I mean, I see the natural progression of it, like sling bullet, musket bullet, and then
Musket ball.
bullet.
I mean, the slingshot was a
Yeah.
gun of its day, basically, so.
She gives kind of a head tilt, wobbles it side to side. It makes a little bit of a click click. Huh. How many times can it do that?
Checks the magazine size. It can hold 8. I can give you some more bullets I have on me left over.
Yeah, I just kind of like the look and shape of it. I don't know if I need the bullet, so she'll just kind of point down, and you see her just dump the other, if I can count correctly, yeah, the other 3 rounds into her left thigh. Just bang, bang, bang. And it cocks back and locks back, and she kind of starts fumbling her hand over it as it racks back forward while empty. And you hear, after a moment or two, another tink, tink, tink. And she kind of idly shakes her leg a little bit like nothing happened, and just kind of holds it and looks to you. This is pretty unique. If you need any top shelf sake or anything particularly special, don't hesitate to ask. And she'll kind of tuck it inside her blouse, like kind of against her chest, and kind of step back and walk back towards the Kappa for a moment, and you hear her kind of mumbling and yelling something, and then a crash of dishes. She sighs, starts walking back in there, and starts helping for a moment, leaving you guys with the sake.
For those of you who care, I posted some pictures of sling bullets in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
It's a mini ball.
Mini.
Yeah, the Rich is just kind of like rubbing at one of his ears, kind of wincing just a little bit. A little distracted at the moment. Still holding the bullet in one bloodied hand.
Would he get ear pain, since injuries aren't possible here?
Just a little bit of ringing, but no actual damage or prevailing effects. It'd go away pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's still just uncomfortable. That many rounds just cranked off at point blank for him.
I see. Well, that worked.
Aye, you could have anything, literally anything else you could have picked. Fucking hells.
It's kind of what first came to me.
The first thing that came to you was the gun.
I'm from the South.
Jamie, clip that.
Yeah, put that.
Holy shit.
Rich just gives the blank stare.
The south of what?
South of Dixie.
Literally, that's the implied question.
Look, the South of the Confederacy. How specific do you want me to be?
Well, that depends. How many of these bottles we get?
I said any top shelf, so I mean, it's...
Yeah. Specific as you like, then. As long as we start drinking.
So, I guess I got us a free ticket for at least a little bit. Enjoy yourself.
You guys pour a little bit of sake and take some drinks, I take it?
Yeah.
Both of you give me a con save.
That's not a good sign.
Magic alcohol.
Oh, no.
You're getting blasted.
Are they by any chance getting a hold of some Andoranian whiskey?
I think
no.
they might be.
Oh no!
Oh.
I think they might be.
Oh.
I mean,
Come on, Rich.
verify.
Come on, Rich. Boys' night.
I want to verify real quick.
Peter? Peter, we fucked up. What happened? We lost Torn.
Please, Nat
You
one.
never had Thorin. He's right there.
I thought I lost you, bro. Oh.
That's still a horrible roll
Oh.
for me.
You guys finished the one tall pitcher, very thin, like, necked pitcher of warm sake. It's nice. It's good quality. It's Fey quality. However, out of character, you're gonna have the understanding that this is the sake that, like, you sip just a little tiny bit of when you're, like, a full-size oni, which is the equivalent of, like, a Japanese demon. Some of
Oh,
them,
shit.
some of them as big as, like, Godzilla and other things like that. Oni come in all range and types. Yeah, Hachu, despite your mass, and Rich, despite your ability
Before you
with
continue-
rye and wheat. Oh?
if you glance at my character sheet, could I argue for a form of tolerance? I don't think a +2 is going to help, but for future reference.
For future reference, a +2 to the tolerance, I can see it. However, this is Oni rice sake. This isn't wheat or barley. Entirely different type of drunk. But yeah, I vibe with you.
Type that real quick.
However, yeah.
Drink your fiber, bitch.
Hachu, normally when you're content and in one place, you look like for lack of better words, because I can't think of another way to say it, like a dispensed ice cream cone in the way that you coil of sorts. You're all over you're like a extension cord that got thrown into a truck bed. And Rich, it's no better. You're no longer sitting on a chair. You find yourself actually sitting on a part of him that's just kind of roller coaster like leaned upwards, and you don't realize that you've just been like sitting somewhere along his midsection the whole time and fell off your chair. And both of you are, especially Hachu, you guys are just gonna be slap happy as hell.
Oh, the first time I saw you, you big noodly bastard, I didn't really like it too much. Steaks are really not a good sign of what, nah. You're not too bad, you know? You're not too bad at all.
You aren't either, man. You're great.
Oh no.
No.
Doesn't all say you like to be
appreciate you, Mr. Rabbit.
Well, the first time I saw you, you got near finding the party, I thought you were going to try and eat me or such, but honestly, it's not so bad. You're not doing it so far, so I don't think you're propensity to do that, but it's fine. That wee specky bastard over there. Or your sharpy grand, I've got to go and find his mum, but his dad is shag them instead. I'll teach the little cunt.
Fucking hell.
Oh my god.
Hachu's just like, yeah!
Yeah!
You gotta.
The universal translation is still working, for the record.
Yeah!
He is speaking common.
It sounded like those Irish are back at Darwin's.
I'm not a fucking Irishman.
Keep telling yourself that one.
Ah, I'm no fucking Irishman, but you know what I do wish I had another. Just gonna hold out the fucking cup for another one.
You realize you have to pour it yourself. As you just kind of hold up an empty sake glass towards,
He's
like...
still holding it up towards Hashu.
I got you, don't worry. Kind of roll up.
Sleight of hand at disadvantage.
Oh god. If I succeed on this, it's gonna be very funny.
That is gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, I got the...
Oh my god.
Nice!
Yeah!
Slosh to shit. Steady hands.
Enough of it in there. There is like 2 or 3 drops that run down the side, but he does pretty well at pouring some more sake in the little cup.
Yep, down, like,
There you
down
go,
the
buddy
hatch.
man.
Solid shit. He tosses that back, and because he noticed the drops, and he's not one to waste anything, he's definitely like licking the outside of the cup too. He wants all of it.
Oh no.
Do you think Rich is doing okay? I mean, he's never been out of his village before.
I have absolutely no idea, but these things
Good
are
question.
pretty common in the south, yes? So Hachu should be keeping him under control.
Peter, it's Hachu.
So...
True, but are they as
Shut
highly
up,
magical
shut
as
up,
this
shut
one
up.
is?
Drunk team
Peter.
perception roll.
Peter, Hachu is inclined towards trouble.
Oh dear, I know where this is going. Is this hearing based or not, or does it
It's
matter?
hearing based.
Yeah.
Do I need disadvantage for this one?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Nope.
Hachu doesn't quite
Okay, I got
notice,
you.
but Rich, you notice. You can hear outside little kind of murmurings and laughings as you can see what looks like a duo of Oni women, kind of tall, kind of demonesses with a singular large kind of horn on their forehead, walking by, laughing and joking. And some of the other people walking around are laughing and kind of giggling at it too. As the two of them walk away, two other random small, kind of like almost goblin-looking creatures, kind of walk just a little bit out of sight. And after a few moments, you hear an announcer saying something, and then you hear a bunch of laughing and chuckling as the two kind of start staggering and walking back. And it seems like there's some sort of attention-grabbing sort of public display going on just outside of the little hall that you're in the empty space between some of the other stalls. You're hearing some cheering and laughing.
What's all that's about?
Go look.
Hi, we diddly man. So if I can take a wee gander aside. Out of character. Is the bottle empty?
Yes.
Okay, he is asking for another one.
Roll me charisma.
Yeah, you got to be able to wear one on each horn.
Exactly. See, he gets it.
Oh no.
You see
He's
her
asking
head
politely, for the record.
Yep. You see her head kind of poke out, raises a brow, looks you up and down, looks at Hachu.
Say that we has the ability to ask for another bottle and whatnot, and I would like to ask, not for the top shelf, it's hard to reach for some of us.
Crosses
Well,
her
it's not the
arms,
decent.
tilts her head
Please
a
and
bit.
thank you, please, miss.
Okay. We'll walk over, grabs another little pitcher, looks at it for a moment, looks at you, looks at Hachu, looks to the slight bulge of the pistol that's still in her blouse, leans back down, pops back up with two small, about 2/3 filled pitchers, and hands one to both of you. For the road.
Thank you kindly, man.
You're the
You're so
best.
far my favourite here. That's for sure. I'll be telling about you to the rest of the group.
Let me roll a charisma save. Fucking nat one. Nice full red-faced blush. Kind of crosses her arms a bit more, looks to the side. Yeah, just yeah, tell others to come here. Everybody walks past this, not realizing we work here, so.
He's going to do a little half bow and dip in ear, probably also clacking his horns off of the counter at the time, before retreating back to Hachu and then escorting Hachu out to see what all the ruckus is about.
You gotta
By escort, I mean probably just like
guide
walks,
with a hand.
like moonwalk.
Yeah.
Like moonwalk while Hachu actually moves forward.
You gotta guide him as he very heavily starts sliding his way out the two large tapestries covering the front. You go down the couple steps and onto the soft grass. It feels nice. The cool air is hitting you. As you look over, you can see what looks like sort of a stand, almost the lower half of a gallows, almost, with steps going up either side of it. And you can see standing up there is kind of a more casually dressed, sort of geisha-like woman. And on the back of her head, you can see sort of a shadowy kind of tendril reaching out. And it seems to also have a large, kind of serrated teeth mouth and a singular eye that is also looking over her shoulder as the two of them are kind of laughing and talking to some of the small crowd. Roll me insight, the two of you, at disadvantage.
Right.
Ooh, okay.
Damn it, that would have been an awesome roll. For a change.
And disadvantage insight for the drunk snack. Let's see.
Oh.
Ooh.
Damn, nice.
If only.
Despite your drunkenness, you guys realize, oh, this is great for new friends. This is one of those weird geisha. This is a trust fall exercise, apparently. It seems to be like two friends go up there, one goes high, one goes low, and they both seem to shout something out to the crowd, and then have a trust fall, and one has to catch the other, and everybody either cheers or laughs at him.
It's the best, worst insight ever.
Literally.
I think he's gonna. I go catch the herb.
Would you look at that? You guys think they're all just like up there being drunk on stage? Hey, we could do that. If they're making drunk on stage and making money off of it, then feck. What have I been doing my whole life?
Working for
They're
the
on
wrong
provision.
people.
That's no shite.
The
Rich is gonna.
lady with the kind of almost symbiotic, like, kind of demon spirit over her shoulder looks over, catches eyes with the two of you, especially with Hachu, who's kind of hard to miss at this point, and beckons you over with a very nice smile and a hand wave. Oh god, what are these guys called again? Let me double check. The Fukuuchi looks over with a very toothy, kind of evil smile over her shoulder, and also kind of wiggles and pleasantly beckons you over.
I mean, Rich is gonna go ahead and just like walk up. Don't see a reason not to. They're smiling. They're nice, obviously.
Yeah. She kind of starts calling out to the crowd. We seem to have another pair of friends equally deep in their drink, much like yourselves. Obviously, friends don't drink this hearty together unless they were true friends that trusted each other. How much do you two trust each other?
So very, very much.
I trusted the wee noodly man here with my life. Aye, yeah.
Well, true friends, you might be able to decide which of you is the stronger of the two.
Oh no, I know where this is going, and this is gonna end hilariously.
You want like physical, or like you mean like in the mind?
An audible, just flat blink from the ghost on her shoulder that kind of looks to her like, really? She gives kind of a smile. Whichever you feel strengthens your friendship. The highest strength and highest int characters of the party, everybody.
Yeah. Well.
Highest int, lowest int. Highest
Literally.
strength, lowest strength.
Well, from the looks of things around here, it's supposed to be a physical strength like that.
You're
I mean-
very insightful. You're sure you're not the smarter one of the two? One of
Oh,
you
no.
steps on
There was a
top.
box of rocks.
One of you steps atop, the other down below. Both of you declare something you truly dislike about each other. After all, friends can share these things. Something that you would never otherwise tell them. Before the one atop takes a trusting fall to be caught by the friend below. Rebuilding the bridge so easily destroyed by honesty.
Rich is gonna like cast just die of Hachu thoughtfully, like, You know. Aye, yeah. Hey, how about you go up top, we Wiggly Man?
Jesus.
Do you guys take your positions?
Yep.
Oh god. Hachu, you heavily just kind of slither your way up the side and kind of just come to a stop and lean forward a little too far before leaning back and kind of coiling around yourself a bit in position. And Rich, you place yourself just a couple feet away underneath this about 5-foot drop at the bottom of this lower half of a gallows. Everybody give them a round of applause. They're being very brave. They're obviously very good friends, but every friendship has something that they don't like. Tell us, what do you like about each other? What do you more so dislike about each other? What's something that this large Naga creature perturbs you with? And what's something about this hair that you don't like?
Rich, during this whole applause, everything is going to be, very flashy and bowing to the group. Definitely very stable on his paws, TM.
You're getting a lot of cheers and claps and from other drunken Oni sitting around in the grass and just kind of picnic drinking.
For the record, are we still holding the bottles?
Yes.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be taking like a pretty good glug out of it before he turns around and looks up at Hachu.
Drink a bite.
Eh?
Just keep drinking.
Hey, that's the plan, but we can do that later. We gotta go tell everybody this about the place, the little wee sake place back there in the corner. Yes, it's a lovely behind the thing, lovely lass. You're a great, good friend, like.
You see a pair kind of look over at each other, look back towards it, kind of give a nod, and already start getting up, staggering their drunken way over towards it.
Just to make sure out of character that I understood the assignment here. It is declare something we dislike about each other, and
Both
then fall.
characters openly declare something that they truly dislike about the other, and then rebuild the bridge of friendship by having one fall into the other's arms to catch him.
Gay ass drama class shit.
Everybody's kind of looking a little expectantly. Some people are already giggling. She's just standing kind of idly by. The kind of ghost over her shoulder on the back of her head is just toothily smiling.
Hello? Go ahead.
I think he doesn't get drunk easy enough. It's annoying.
It's been a while since I've been drunk. I'm not drunk now, but that's fine. Just enjoying myself. I think you're a scary motherfucker. You big noodly guy up there, you got fucking green magic. You scare the shit out of me. That's okay. I thought she's gonna eat me, but you said so it's fine.
Just put a big thumbs up. It's like, yeah, I get it, man.
Oh my god.
He's gonna take another good size glug of it and then hold his arms out wide. Come here, you wee noodly bastard, you.
There you go.
Hachu, Dex for aim, and Silver, strength save.
Thanks for aim. Do I need disadvantage for this?
Yes.
Here I go.
Here I go.
Right.
Oh boy.
Should I? Would that mean that mine is just a normal roll, or is that an advantage roll, like as normal?
Strength save. Would you say your strength is broken at all by the drunkenness?
Not one bit.
Yeah, regular, straightforward strength save, unless you got another mod you want to put to it.
Want to verify.
He wants to use his int to maneuver himself into the right spot to catch him.
Man's like, I'll catch you, and
obviously.
Hachu lands like 5 feet to the right.
So you said normal roll at that point. So there's that. Can I make an argument for either acrobatics? You can make an argument for acrobatics to see that he's not landing exactly right into a more
So-
adequately.
It does require this, however, thankfully, and because I didn't know what combination of people would be doing this, you needed a 25 to succeed.
Well
I
done.
sure as hell wasn't getting that.
So you barely combined 25. So you got it,
Oh, okay.
barely. It's a
Yeah.
Hachu kind of raises forward, leans upwards, and almost does like a tidal wave cascade rather than a fall, and is kind of nosediving towards you with the rest of his body slinking upwards and following it. You bring your arms out, and you kind of football catch his head to your chest before you are just glomped and crushed over by about 18 foot of additional snake that just kind of coils and flumps over the top of you guys into a little pile as everybody laughs and giggles and fucking
Did she catch me yet?
Despite you two being tangled and you being kind of crushed into a mass amount of Yanti, add this to your character sheet somewhere. Best friends. So long as the two of you are within 30 feet of each other, gain +1 AC.
Yeah!
Yeah, you should bring
yes.
Torin.
The front liner and the rear liner.
Yeah, that's...
You
I
know what?
mean,
That's
if
gonna
they're near each other, then it's going to be real important they have that +1 AC.
yeah.
All right, gonna.
Best friends. As long as you're within 30 feet of each other, you both get +1 AC.
I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put that. I'll go with this one. Okay.
Everybody's clapping and cheering. Everyone's kind of laughing. However, you do realize both of your almost empty pitchers of sake may or may not have like poured over the grass next to you.
Oh.
There's the side. No! Damn it!
He's still gonna reach down and grab like one of the bottles and just like.
Just scoop it over your head.
Oh no, it's through now. Ground drinking not so good. We should go back and get another. Or go find everyone else. We should go tell everyone else about the party. See if they like some of this. This is good
that's
shite here.
But they went to that. Where'd they go? They went up, right? Like.
Aye, they went that way. He points the exact opposite direction.
I can't.
That's
fucking
north.
read.
Pointing south.
Yeah. Let's go.
Both of you roll me intelligence at disadvantage.
Oh god, that's horrible for fish. +1 AC. And
Damn, that's a hell of a difference.
yeah, this is gonna be hilarious. Is this a save or just a roll? Doesn't matter,
Standard
no
roll
modifier.
intelligence.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Wow.
I'm less drunk, obviously.
Rich is smarter somehow for the moment. However, that's not nearly high enough to know where the party went or recall what direction they really went, and also just keep your feet under you. So for now, we'll place you guys south of the commons here, kind of staggering your way together, good friends with AC buffs all around. And we'll pan back over to the trio team at the range.
Are we actually going to carry on with the concern for Hachu and Rich, or are we going to keep wandering around over here?
It depends on what looks interesting here.
Within
Well, I
the
mean, we know
range and the
they
military
can't actually get
encampment.
hurt, but
True. Within the range and
they
the
could
military
be affected
encampment,
by something.
it seems to be a mixture of kind of shooting stalls, general demonstrations of strength and finesse, what seems to be the occasional archer kind of showing off their skills.
Well, I don't necessarily feel the need to attempt to show off. That usually backfires on me. I mean, Nikos, you could leave the armor on for change and maybe make a show. If you're feeling
I don't particularly like showing off.
Oh shit.
Yeah, alright, be humble. Okay, I'm concerned about Rich and Hachu. I mean, Rich has never been outside of his village, and Hachu is, he's Hachu. So,
Spin the wheel! Spin the wheel!
Spin the wheel and win.
Damn it, James, you beat me to it. No one's gonna get that reference.
I know.
Rattle me bone! Rattle me bone! Spin the wheel!
Spin the wheel.
Give me a
and
perception
win.
check, you three.
hey, 24.
Damn.
7.
Spin.
Peter's conflicted and confused and a little like, whoa, this is crazy. Nikos and Torin, you guys spot rolling in front of the sort of entrance to the range area in the military encampment what looks like a old, kind of decrepit, damaged, full-bodied mannequin, like the one you would put clothes on or sew around, doing a nice cartwheel across the entrance and screaming out, "Spin the wheel," as it cartwheels down the path heading towards the Hall of Cards.
That's normal.
Do you think that's the wheel?
Yeah, I don't like wheels. And not in this context. Just bad
Not in this context. Other contexts, sure.
There's a very loud, triumphant cheer, and then you hear a rapid tick, 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 tick. Kind of like a giant, large kind of prize wheel, but just the ticks of it make it sound like it's fucking huge. And as it comes to a stop, another massive set of cheers from people.
I mean, I am slightly interested.
I mean, we could always just go
Never
take a
seen
look.
roulette before.
Of course I've seen roulette. That doesn't sound like roulette. No one cheers when the wheel's done spinning.
You haven't seen enough drunk people. Sure, let's go. No betting your souls.
I wasn't planning on it. You said it was over by the House of Cards.
Yep. Give me una memento to generate the chance wheel real quick, because I want to use a interactive chance wheel.
Yeah, you're ready to actually gamble, guys?
I forgot to make this before the session started. And I was like, what am I forgetting? I got everything here. And I'm like, oh, wait, no, there it is.
See that real quick. And get some actual sake.
Hell yeah.
I
say
also shall get some actual sake.
Well, I say it's actual sake. It's from California, but fucking close enough.
Produced
have
by
the real
real,
stuff.
authentic weeaboos.
Yeah, pretty accurate.
Alrighty. Feel free
I've
to
been
move
drinking
your,
some vodka.
Vodka's good. Yeah, take your tokens, make your way over as you guys head over to the Hall of Cards, which gives very much gambling hall vibes on the outside, and as you pass through the greater entrance, you can see there's a mixture of Western and European gambling, there's a bunch of backgammon, there's multiple tables set up that has...
Wait. Pronounce that one more time.
Backgammon?
You said backgammon. Like...
You know what I meant. That
That's
stupid
game
game
on!
that nobody plays. You look over, you do see a couple tables where chess is set up, and it seems to be a kind of ornate, fantastical-looking chess setup that has a mix of Oni, demons, what looks like one Kitsune is facing off against another, what would be the best way to describe it? Kind of looks like a, sort of one of those hot steam monkeys. The hot springs Japanese monkeys is kind of sitting there with a tall hat on its head, kind of pondering, looking at the chessboard. And then off to the side is about 15 feet across a large wheel with little pegs on the end. And you can see standing next to it, let me make sure it's the correct character. Oh yeah, it is a Tsukumogami. You look over and you can see 5 standing around it to the side, one actively grabbing a peg to spin it with a small kind of gathering of people up and around it, kind of walking away and dispersing after the last roll. There's a little kind of plinth in the front that you can step up to when you look at it, and the 5 Mogami standing around it look like warehouse dilapidated living mannequins. One of them's missing like part of their arm, the other one's made out of wood and seems to have some water damage, but they seem to be 5 just walking kind of spindly full mannequins that are manning the station. And one of them's yelling out, "Spin the wheel!"
Why?
Were you asking the mannequin why?
Yes.
Oh. One of the mannequins kind of looks to you and you hear that wooden kind of creak as it looks down at you. Looks up at it. Motions both of its like very flat palms upwards. Spin the wheel!
Why?
Spin the wheel.
Why?
Scratches its head a little bit. You hear wood kind of grating. Spin the wheel.
Why?
Have you ever really thought about what a wheel means?
Spin the wheel.
Yes, but what is a wheel on the philosophical level?
Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. And then there's a couple other Oni in the crowd. Spin the wheel, tiny dragon.
What's on the wheel?
You take a look up at the wheel, the 3 of you. You can see the statement is false. You look up and you can see multiple large words that seem to be scribbled in another font that kind of magically change in front of your eyes as you go to read it. You can see each option reads as follows: sex, love, smooth with a V, sight, brawn, wealth, arms, kinship, thought, death, might, magic, redemption, sex again, and flesh.
Yeah, we should have gone north instead. Fuck.
Wow.
You already turned down sex.
I don't turn down. It's more like turn down rate, but okay.
Yeah, nothing
Spin the
about this seems
wheel!
good.
Spin the wheel! Spin the wheel! Spin the wheel!
I'm gonna see what I can get away with here. Specifically with my ability to know thy craft allows you to determine the operation or interpretation of a device or its function or how it operates. Could I perhaps roll perception to see if this wheel is weighted or if there is a favorability?
Give me perception or arcana, yeah.
Can I roll Arcana? That is technically a 6.
It's a wheel.
That is a 26.
26. Looking at
Oh,
this,
so
this
the
is
Arcana
emplaced by likely one of the other kami or yokai here. It is a large wheel that is pre-charged with different types of magic. When standing on the platform and spinning it, whatever option it lands on, you gain some sort of magical effect from it. Some of them seem more benign, some of them seem a bit stronger, some of them seem a little mysterious. It's kind of a mix.
Yeah, but that was specifically to look for perhaps exploits or inconsistencies in this wheel.
I can say this with a 26, it is the most perfectly balanced by the highest level of yokai autism possible. It's truly determined on how hard you choose to spin it.
Wow, that's a perfect wheel.
And a lot of chance.
That is a perfect wheel. That is a bit intimidating, actually.
Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Would any of the three of you
Looks
like to
like
step
what's
forward
right.
and spin?
I'm not exactly one for gambling.
Same. Especially when death is on the table there. Or wheel, in this case.
No, it's the flesh thing. That's sounds a bit concerning. It's a little concerning.
So do you, it's actually just increasing dick size.
Turns the tiny dragon into a giant dragon.
Oh no.
In
Which
Lord.
makes them just normal person size.
Yes,
Spin the wheel, spin the wheel, spin the wheel, spin.
Is that
the
all you say?
wheel. All 5 mannequins look at you with a wooden creak. Spin the wheel!
Make me.
Yeah, I think that's
So
all they can
angry.
say.
One of the mannequins starts walking towards you a little bit and kind of like tapping you on the back like a really happy friend. Like, come on, spin the wheel, spin the wheel. This is kind of tapping you towards the plinth.
Everyone's gonna like shin check this mannequin.
Strength save.
I'd like to investigate the.
You just kicked
The
solid
mannequins.
words. It would have hurt it if it was really alive, but if anything, you just kind of bruised your shin.
It has some flat things, but
The
that was
flat
off.
wooden face kind of leans in. Spin the wheel.
Creepy.
What were you investigating?
Must fight. Urge to punch.
It kind of leans back, pats you on the back again, and walks back over to its position to either side of the giant wheel.
You spin it.
Gives a shrug, walks over. Some of the onlookers start laughing. It grabs the edge of it, gives a yoink, spins the wheel. It goes around, comes to a stop on Actually, let me fuck it. I'll use the spinner. Let's see. Oh god, you probably hear that.
Yep.
I do.
Oh, the best one.
Oh no, it's gonna be flesh. Turn him into a real boy.
Let me give
What
a
is
read as to what it does.
What did it land on? We can see this.
You can see it. It landed. It almost landed on the second sex, but it landed on flesh. He kind of stands there, leans a little bit to the side, kicks a leg straight out, steps down off the plinth, walks back over to the side, resumes its post. Spin the wheel! It would seem an inanimate object is unaffected by whatever that spell does.
Out of character and a little bit in character, I'm convinced that flesh turns you into one of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck the wheel.
Torn turns around and walks out.
Yeah, let's go.
Standing
Aw.
place, just a bunch of creatures gambling with their lives. It's just This feels like a place for the immortal and the horrifically bored with nothing to lose.
I'm gonna be a little selfish and have another mannequin lean out from the entrance, spin the wheel.
It's just a spin wheel.
Yeah. To be fair, Torn was absolutely fighting the temptation. Yeah, he's gonna stomp his way back on in.
Spin the wheel,
that
spin the
mannequin out of the way.
wheel, spin the wheel, spin the wheel.
And can I just roll strength to try and just fucking yeet this wheel?
It's truly based on chance, but I was just gonna click the wheel here and see what it lands on.
Still, that wheel fucking
Ooh.
spins.
Yeah, okay, that's a good spin. I'll hold it down then for a couple seconds here, let it
Nice,
fully
alright.
rock. I'll take a
make
screenshot
your
too,
noises.
just so you can see.
Make your noises.
Spin the wheel, spin the wheel. He's spinning the wheel. Spin the wheel.
Oh, so
That
they
was
can
chicken
make other
twisted.
noises.
Mm.
Take his wheel and spin it.
What safeties and assurance
Uh-oh.
Mm.
I didn't like that sound. I didn't like that sound at all.
I forget what this one does.
Oh, you
Oh, no.
forget. Why are you laughing?
Oh, good. It's not death then.
Because I remember naming it something really funny for a reason. I'll throw it in
Number
in-game
2.
images.
Oh no.
Smooth.
Smooth.
Oh no, I know what's happening now. No,
Stupidity
that's hilarious.
strikes. You have a -4 to any intelligence rolls for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
Excuse me, what the hell was that? I feel stupider having done this. What is wrong with you people?
Spin the wheel! Spin the wheel!
I just spun the wheel!
Spin the wheel again!
Why would I spin it again? I just
Spin,
feel dumber
spin,
now.
spin, spin, spin.
Oh, they can say again also.
Spin the wheel! Spin
And
the
he's
wheel!
and spinning.
They're looking at you two. Spin the wheel!
No, thank you.
Spin the
I'm
wheel!
already stupid enough.
Spin the wheel!
Smooth. Fuck you.
As soon as I heard you say it the first time, I knew that's what it was gonna do. I just knew it was gonna
I
be.
gotta abuse this Torn. You're basically a first wave kobold for the moment. Give me a charisma save.
Fair.
I gotta abuse it just a
no.
little bit. Because Peter
12.
won't do it. I'll leave that one to you. Do you feel inclined to spin again?
I'll follow with a con save.
Alright.
No.
Alrighty. Yeah.
He really does.
-4 to anything intelligence based for the next 24 hours. Once it wears away, you're back to normal.
Spin your wheel.
Spin the wheel! Spin the wheel!
I'm torn. Let's go.
It's gonna shin check another one on the way out.
Strength save.
18.
It doesn't hurt you, but it also doesn't really do much to him. It just kind of kicks his leg out, looks down at it blankly, looks back at you, planting his foot back down with a kind of wooden clank.
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Sorry, misstepped, you know.
Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. You see a, what looks like a little kami kind of demon walking over, having seen Torn doing it. Steps on over, gets on the plinth. Some of the others are cheering on. Seems to have 2 drunk buddies kind of cheering him on. Goes to spin the wheel again as you guys are walking out. I'm just curious to see what this does. Oh, cool. Wait, where did This smaller, somewhat kind of decrepit, red demon-esque looking, almost looks like a hobgoblin with kind of a beard and mustache, a little bit older. You see him kind of straighten his back, stand up fully straight, his shoulders widen, his biceps bulk a little bit, and you see him kind of set the cane down, pause for a moment, look back at the others. I spun the wheel! He spun the wheel! Spin the wheel! And he goes walking off, high-fiving a friend, having gained +2 to strength. He landed on Braun.
Just
You know, I'm starting to feel really unlucky. I'm dumb.
I feel dumb.
It's okay. Let's go see what else is going on.
Wow, so you guys can stand around and look at it with your hands in your pockets?
Yeah?
Maybe.
I'll find the other fellas. Oh, come on.
I personally don't want to have my stolen or something else happen, so
It's just
can
a
you really
stupid
blame
wheel.
me for being cautious?
Yes.
As you guys make your way out of the Hall of Cards, back towards the Commons, you're seeing people go around, some fireworks going off. Seems to be a grand old fun time just all around. What direction are you guys wanting to go to look for others, or what are you trying to find?
Just roll a d8 again, unless someone else provides direction.
Peter and Nico's
I mean, I
got a
figured-
direction?
I'm
We
a little
might
curious
just
about
keep-
the trader personally, but
All right,
not like aggressively so.
let's head over to the trader then.
Thorn's walking straight south. He's breaking off.
All right.
I'll stick with Torin.
All right. You see,
I'll head over to the trader.
no.
and see
slightly
what's up.
autistic son just whoop, there he goes. I better go follow him. Well, Nikos heads his way over to the trader. We'll follow
Peter.
Nikos for a little bit. Oh no. We'll see how that goes in a moment. Nikos, make your way into the trader hall, trader area. A lot of little stalls and mixes of accoutrement items. Both you and Alexander, give me perception.
First Captain.
Ooh. Alexander,
Sees everything.
you lock in on Nikos immediately. You see as soon as he enters, and you're actually watching him for a little while you're kind of overlooking some of the books, random bits and bobs here and there, kind of idly reading your scroll. Nikos takes you a few moments, but eventually you do see that black hat kind of sticking out among a lot of other taller and mid-sized creatures in front of some books and scrolls, kind of idly looking them over.
So that's where you got off to. Find anything interesting here?
Got a scroll here on necromancy and ran into that lawyer guy of Torin, and
Oh, UJ?
yeah, he's running around here somewhere with that. I can't remember that wife. Is she his wife? I can't remember, but yeah. But just try to find something useful, I suppose.
Well, you found the necromancy scroll.
Ah,
Even
so
if that
that's-
magic is a bit distasteful, but
From what I'm reading, there's a couple of spells here I think are more beneficial than, negative, I suppose.
find anything else?
Not really. Most of the stuff here is pretty Oriental based and yokai. Those are like Far East Asian kind of esque to this place. I
Notice.
noticed. Yeah.
He's gonna keep looking around for any kind of stuff that's useful.
What particular kind of sub-item are you looking for? And Nikos, are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm just
Item
kind
or
of following him
class, or-
around and also kind of just looking for anything interesting, really.
Alright,
Nothing in particular.
gotcha. What are you looking for, Alexander?
Same as always. I'm looking for spells and any kind of information that I could use to help the party. So anything on the Fey realm, anything on say navigating in the Fey realm would probably be a good one. Demonic law, that kind of stuff.
Investigation.
Got a 15.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, kind of looking around. Nico's walking beside you as you guys make your way up and down some of the different stalls, almost like a convention floor, sales floor. Different items. People were making plushies. Some got trinkets, clothing, blankets, some swords and shields and items, bits of armor, books. What seems to be more kind of lewd items behind a curtain. What seems to be food items. Someone's trying to sell a whole bunch of Betty Crocker outdoor cookware. You got the guy that just has probably stuff he found in tubs in the equivalent of his garage or shed. As you're making your way through, you're trying to look for kind of spells, magic, guidance, something of that sort. And something does kind of pique your interest. You look over and you can see what looks like a telescope on a tripod kind of sticking out towards the front. It's got a couple tags and seals on it. It's got some wrapping and tape kind of substance put around the end lens cap. It looks a bit old. Looks like it might be made out of brass and copper maybe throughout its overall construction. But it's kind of sitting there.
I'm gonna check it out.
As you go walking over, there's yet another one of these shorter, a little bit fuzzier, but not quite as fat Tanuki sitting there, kind of waddling forward a little bit, leans up against the edge of the counter looking at you two. Hey, hello.
Hello.
Greetings.
What you looking for? What can I interest you in?
What can you tell us about the telescope here?
Yeah.
Oh, I acquired that when I believe she was a spirit of some sort. She came through with this masked kind of rider. He didn't really want to be here, but they were looking to barter this off maybe, and I made him a pretty good offer. I try to use it, but I can't really see through it, at least not properly. Everything's green when I look through it, but it's made of some very fine metal. It's got some very fine shapes and designs to it.
Interesting. Why would it be?
I don't know. I try to look through, and it kind of hurts my eye when I look through it.
May I have a try?
By all means, of course. If it hurts you, I can't be liable for that, so do be careful.
Pick it up.
Pretty
Just
hefty. I'm pushing about 40 pounds.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if it feels like magically like Tornin's telescope?
Roll me Arcana, the two of you. And it's,
16.
Torn's got a spyglass, like one of those handheld ones that a ship captain would have. This is about 4 foot
Like a
long
full-on?
tube with like the adjusted little sight piece, the bigger lens, full tripod underneath it. Ooh. Nikos and Alexander, especially, you guys are kind of have that unanimous, there's a lot of untapped power in there. Like, this thing is exuding unpurposed magic, largely.
Interesting.
Definitely like oozing power.
Yeah, there's a lot in there.
I'll take a peek through the end of it.
Roll me perception. I'm gonna send you a quick DM.
Uh-huh. Well, let's hope my soul doesn't get sucked out or something.
Roll me history. So.
You got it. Key story.
Ooh, okay. Give me un momento. I need to double check here. Thought so, yeah. There you go. As Nikos leans over to peek through and look into it, you can kind of see a little bit of a kind of glow from the copper and from the lens on the end.
Huh.
What'd you see?
Saturn.
How? We're in a completely different realm.
There's also people harvest. There's also like sands and wheat fields and people, elves there.
Huh.
What? I won't pass it to Alexander. Take a look, see if you can
I'm
see
gonna
anything.
take a peek in there.
Alright. Give me un momento. And I'll copy paste the same one to good old Alexander. Bam.
Was that similar to the vision I saw earlier with the looking glass from Soren?
No. You feel like you're looking at a live vision through this telescope.
Interesting.
Oh wow, that's really different.
Are you seeing the same thing?
Yeah, there's Sanders in the distance and people tending to wheat fields, so it looks like.
Yeah. Oh.
I assume you're able to use it?
Yeah, we are.
I'm not able to, and any of the other brothers here that I've attempted to take a look through, it kind of hurts to handle and try to focus on, so, I mean, if you can use it, perhaps you see value in it?
Yeah, I think I'd buy that. How much is it for?
Well, I don't really put monetary. Nobody here uses monetary gain. It's more of a trade, more of an item, more of a interesting and importantness.
Well, let's see. What do I have to trade?
Not to metagame too hard, but there's cigarettes and circle skulls in the wagon.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's right. There are.
Don't forget the holy hand grenades.
True. I was actually thinking about giving a few of those. I give fish out 3 of them.
Ooh, what are these?
These are holy water encased in a very easily breakable throwable ball to throw at people.
Oh. I need to be very careful with these around a lot of the folks here. For 3? It was quite a bit to trade for that until I realized it didn't really work for my kin. Would you be able to trade 6?
I only have 5 on me.
Perhaps something else with 5?
I have gold on me.
Yeah, gold's
they
of
don't
no
want-
use. I like items. We like trinkets. We like collections.
You know what? I also have this bendy straw.
A what?
A magical bendy straw.
Oh my god.
How does it work?
Oh, you gotta pitch it, bro.
Oh fuck.
Well, just finally get it out of my inventory. Well, are you familiar with regular straws, right?
No.
So, a straw is a drinking apparatus, so you don't need to actually bring your mouth to the cup.
You
Normally
put
they're all
that
just...
in the liquid to drink?
Yes.
What's magic
And
about
this
it?
one bends. That it bends.
Can you demonstrate it?
Yeah, I'll just bend the top.
5 of these holy water orbs and a straw and you're sold.
Alright.
They'll take the straw and then slowly
Let's go.
start taking the holy water. Yeah, -5 and the bendy straw from your inventory.
Alright, dude.
If you guys want to put it in notes or party log or inventory or something like that, let me no, I'll send it to the both of you and you guys can do that.
Nikos, you're a fucking genius.
Very nice.
I can't remember. Was that
I'm
thing
like-
actually magical, or is it just a bendy straw?
It's just a bendy straw. I had magic in quotation marks.
Okay.
Because I think, like, you or Torin referred to as magical, so...
Torin told him it was magic and gave it to Nikos.
You gift that keeps on giving.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you buy that telescope for? Yeah, a bunch of water in a straw.
Bunch of holy water in a straw.
Let me copy and paste to the two of you as you guys get your new item.
Oh.
Oofa.
Oh, fuck.
What the fuck?
And with that, we will pause
No.
today's session, and we will resume next week with the other half of the Lantern Light Carnival.
Yeah,
because
I'm keeping that on me.
I didn't know quite how long this would go, but I am way too enamored and having way too much fun. Are you guys okay with continuing this kind of side
Yeah.
jaunt into next week?
Oh, by all means.
Oh,
Alright.
Bob,
I am, yeah. I'm getting to the trader before we leave, because that's the only place I'm actually going to do something.
There are things, character-wise,
Which has
probably
many
need
things.
to do here.
There are things that you guys definitely got some stuff you want to do, and a lot of other things that I've cooked up that I kind of want to selfishly throw at you. But
Are any of us down to continuing tonight, or is Nox out of, like, DM ideas?
no, I got everything listed and written here.
I need to kidnap him here in a little bit. So
It was more so Alexander wanted to head out for Halloween, do some drinking and stuff. I'm okay with going a little later, but I don't want it
is
to go
actually Halloween.
too
so I
late
get
and
it.
kind of miss it. It's also Halloween. But,
I still got to dig out my costume from storage.
oh,
too,
shoot,
so.
yeah. Yeah, we'll pause here for now, remembering that Torin has his disability with Father Peter escorting him southward. The two drunken best friends are now staggering along south of the Commons, and Alexander and Nikos just acquired,
Something.
funnily enough, when I rolled, one of the most important items of the Dead West campaign.
Nice.
Oh, great, Ollie made it.
So with that in mind, catch you guys all next week as we continue this fun jaunt through the Lantern Light Traveling Yokai Carnival. Catch you next time.
The airplane put down at the airstrip on a hot and dusty day, and the six aboard all knew their homes were very far away. The strife that gripped the deserts all around them was their plight. They knew that something out there wasn't right.
There are evils among the ancient, and there are zealots in the ruins. There are friends across the globe, an ally ready to throw in. Grenades are used aplenty, guns and swords brought din and death. When it's finished, the six stand all that's left.
On each flight back to their quarters, into light, this wondrous company of six are sent into the fight. There are stories of the kobold, the hoplite, and Father Peter too. There are tales of the ruffian, of Alexander and Hatshoo. And while the details of their past and trials were never meant to spawn, the deeds of wondrous company will live on. Yes, the deeds of wondrous company will live on. There are stories of the kobold, the hoplite, and Father Peter too. There are tales of the ruffian, of Alexander and Hatshoo. And while the details of their past and trials were never meant to spawn, the deeds of a wondrous company will live on. Yes, the